T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kop-Ish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yo. What's happening, people? It's your boy Drift. It's Friday night. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, so we appreciate that. Well over 200 of you waiting in the chat before we've even got started. Big up your damn selves each and every time. And let's go. We should have a good show. Obviously, you know, this is your show. This is the Kall-In Show. We'll always talk about a little topic before, just in case. And obviously, we've got one today that we didn't want to talk about yesterday because it was a panel show. And we wanted to give it a little bit more respect. But we're going to go on. I'm going to talk about that subject before I bring you guys in. Obviously, as you lot know already, we'll drop it in the chat so you lot know, you know, as soon as I drop the link, then you guys can jump in. But yeah, let's get started, people. I'm seeing a couple people saying the chat are moving mad. What's happening? What's everybody upset about? What is everybody upset about? Big up yourself, Marshall. Yeah, a couple of people are saying the chat's moving mad. So I'm just trying to moving mad about what? I mean, I can see an FSG out. What's happening? What's going on? Jamok's in the building. What's going on? Beijing's in the building. What's going on? What's happening? I need to figure out what's going on. Why is the chat moving mad? What's everybody upset about? Anyway. Oh, okay. People are just debating stuff. That's fair enough. As long as you're being respectful to each other, you know what I mean? Don't be disrespectful. But let's move. So let's talk about this guy right here. The young buck, Mr. Harvey Elliott, signed a new deal yesterday. Let me bring up the details of his new deal. So on the official Liverpool website, it just says he signed a new long-term contract. The 19-year-old has put pen to paper at the AXA training center on Thursday, and he spoke of his delight. Obviously, I can't play the video for copyright reasons, but just a few quotes. It's always nice to know that I'm going to be here for many more years, which is always a great thing with me being a child, with this being my boyhood club. Just in case anybody didn't know, Harvey Elliott is actually a childhood. I mean, I say childhood. He's 19 now. He's almost still a child. But it's his boyhood club. He supports Liverpool. And that makes this an absolute dream move. You can only imagine how amazing this move must have felt for him. To get at 19 years old, to get to play for his boyhood club. Must be an unbelievable feeling, especially when you didn't come through the academy. When you come through the academy, it must be a beautiful feeling that you've made it, but you were always at the club and had that kind of feeling. You were just hoping for your first team experience. You still played in a Liverpool shirt, but to be a Liverpool fan and not play for Liverpool and play elsewhere and then get a move to Liverpool, that must have been an unbelievable feeling when he heard that was a reality. He also goes on to say, there's nothing in this world that makes me more happy and more excited. Obviously, you know, he suffered that really bad problem with his ankle injury last season, and it's amazing to see that he's bounced back from it. And he looks a lot better for it. Obviously, you know, at his young age, it was probably going to be a lot easier to bounce back. But we still never knew. It was still not a guarantee that he would bounce back. So unbelievable that he has. And yeah, I'm over the moon for him. I really, really am. So yeah, people, how are you all feeling about this? You know, how are you feeling about this situation with Harvey getting a new contract? Are you happy? I don't think too many people will be upset about this. I mean, I guess the other conversation that we need to have is, should he start? But how are we feeling, people? Yeah, couple people, yeah, delighted. I mean, I'm really happy. I think Elliott, what we do as a fan base sometimes, and it's not any one person, it's not a deliberate thing. I think it's just the nature of how life is. We always want the shiny new toy, and when a young prospect comes through the ranks or a young player is bought at 16, 17 years old, like he was when we got him, you almost there isn't really that kind of that excitement that would be around like a 20, 21-year-old young superstar coming through the door, because it doesn't have that impact. And I think everybody's guilty of kind of forgetting that young players can turn into those players. And even the players that you love and adore, at one point, they were a young player. So I think Elliott's kind of like becoming a little bit of a victim of that to a degree, where he's a great player, but because he's young and we signed him a couple of years ago, nobody's really hyped about it, if that makes sense. I mean, how old was Elliott when we bought him? He must have been 16, coming up 17, right? Because if he's 19 now, he's been a Liverpool player for 2 years. This is his first season at the club in terms of the beginning of his first season. We had him on loan, and then obviously last season he had his injury problem. So yeah, he must have been about 16 or just coming up 17 when we got him. That's young, isn't it? And I think a lot of people have just forgotten how good he is because he's so young. It's crazy. But I think he's a future star. I definitely believe in Harvey Elliott. King's Afsan, a 7-year contract. It just said long term. I don't know. Man like Dave's LFC in the chat. Big up yourself, bro. Make sure you guys check out Dave's. I don't know if it's 7 year. It just said long term. If anybody has any actual clarity on how long it is. But if you think about it, if a 19-year-old gets given a 7-year contract, that's nothing. Like that, like it's not really that long of a contract if you're that age. What that would do would be protect your value for a very long time. Even if you got loaned out once or twice, you still have a long contract left. And it'd mean you'd get a lot of money if you tried to sell the player on. So I don't even think a 7-year contract would be a big deal at his age, but I haven't seen anything that has an actual amount to it. I've just seen it say long term. Even on the official Liverpool website, it just said, tell Felix that. Yeah, all right. No, but João Felix wasn't only 19 when he signed for Atletico, was he? Was he only 9 years? Was he only 19? And you know what? João Felix's contract apparently goes up in money every year, and I don't know. It depends what club you are. Timmy's saying the assistant manager hyped him up and compared him to Iniesta. I mean, I haven't heard that, but I mean, everybody hypes up people sometimes, innit? You know how it goes. Like, you just got a couple of people are saying it's a 5-year one. Yeah, all right, yo, AM saying that Felix was 21. So if Felix signed a 7-year contract at 21, that's a little bit different. As in, at 21, you're coming into your own a bit, innit? So a 7-year contract at 21 is probably quite a big deal. Although, if it was a 7-year contract at one of the biggest clubs in the world, it wouldn't be a big deal. because Atletico weren't quite the biggest team in the world, maybe it was a little bit of a mistake for him to do that. But I mean, they've still won, 2 league titles while he's been there, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really think you could call it a mistake. But at 19, the 7-year contract means you'll be 25, 26 when it's up. You're still right in the middle of your career and still relatively young as well. So, nah, if it was a 7-year contract, I wouldn't be bothered. But yeah, I'm going, and the other guys will be with me shortly. Both have prior engagements. It's why we pushed the time back, and then I thought, no, I can't keep the people waiting anymore. So let me jump in, and the boys will join us shortly. Yeah, Daves, we got to do some stuff this season, 100%, bro. No doubt about it. We will definitely be doing some stuff together, bro. Obviously, we talk off camera. Glasgow Red, what you drinking, Drift? I am drinking Grouse. Ironically, with it saying Glasgow Red, then I'm guessing you're from Scotland. So I'm drinking one of Scotland's finest, which is Grouse. What a beautiful whiskey. Let me just check, make sure I haven't missed any supers. Let me get through a couple of your supers before I bring the people in. Matip's injured. Hold on a minute. Is that real? Hold on a minute. Is that real? Is Matip injured? I think that's what a couple of people. No, we don't need this, man. The man was unbelievably amazing last season with injuries, and now we're 1 game in, and he's. I hope it's not. I'll have to have a little look into that. You know what? This is a good one. We keep forgetting. First of all, big up to the members. Yeah, big up to the members. You lot are enjoying the little what should I call it? World War that was started on the draft. I don't know if you guys remember, but we had a draft Football Manager about 3 weeks ago now, and it was actually going to be rolled out during the summer for you guys, but a lot of people couldn't film at certain times, and then I had a personal leave, as you guys know, and we just didn't get round to it. So what we've done is we've given that as an exclusive to the members in replacement of something else we were going to do for the members, and we're still going to do that for the members. We're just going to push it back and do it at a later date. So we've given the members the Football Manager draft, but we are still going to be doing the Football Manager where every week we play a game and you guys can follow us for a season every week like it's real life. So we will take a whole real season to finish a Football Manager season. We will be starting that from next week, guys. So we're getting that sorted out behind the scenes. And it's not really too big of a deal if we start that maybe a few weeks late, because obviously when the World Cup comes around, we'll be able to do a lot of, little bits and bobs in between there where Liverpool won't be playing. So yeah, the Football Manager will be coming very shortly, guys, for the normal channel, for the main channel. But for the members, I know the members are enjoying it. Big up yourselves each and every time. A lot of people don't realize, and this is why I love the members so much. Members are the only way for a consistent stream of income for the channel that helps us to keep doing what we're doing. And that's why we are. I mean, we're grateful to all of you guys. The super chatters are unbelievable. I don't think you guys know how much you help the channel and how much we actually appreciate it. And we appreciate each and every one of you, even if you don't donate any money and you just watch the channel, support us, whatever. We appreciate each and every one of you. But from a financial point of view, to keep the channel going, for us to be able to keep doing what we're doing, the members and the super chats are absolutely amazing, and we appreciate you guys so much. And as I said, especially the members, because it's a consistent stream. So guys, you deserve what the videos that we give you deserve all the praise. We love you guys. Big up yourselves. And we're going to do a lot of members only chat this season as well, in dedication to the members as well. We're going to get the call-in shows on as much as we can for the members only call-in shows as well. And again, members as well, that section is for you guys. So if there's any topics you want us to talk about as individuals or as a group, if there's any suggestions you have, let us know, because we'll be willing to do it. And that the members section is all about you guys. So if you guys want to become a member, the link is in the description. So yeah, big up yourselves. And on that note, man like Henry has just become a new member. Big up yourself, bro. Really, really appreciate that, man. So let me just get through a couple of these super chats, and then I will be bringing in the callers. And I'm not even gonna lie, we had so much fun filming game week 1 at the Football Manager draft. Oh my days! I might even try and get a little snippet to bring up for you guys if I can during the show, but it might be difficult now. I've already started. Man at Bayesian Barnes, big up yourself. And as I was just talking about consistent people who contribute, Bayesian, Jamrock, there's a super chat from Jamrock. You guys, it does not go unappreciated, guys. So love as always. Drift, bless up. Matip out now, and we only have 2 healthy centre backs. Bro, I did not know this. I need to go and have a look at this. What is going on? How injured is Matip? What is this How have I come on here in a good mood and now I'm hearing this? What is going on? Let me just check this out. First thing that comes up when you type Matip in the Google search is injury. Liverpool suffer fresh injury blow with Joel Matip a doubt for Crystal Palace. The central defender has a groin problem. He sat out training on Friday in the hope he may. Oh, you know what? You don't mess around with groin, you know. A groin injury was what messed me up. You don't mess around with a groin injury. So that could be a couple of weeks, maybe. That's the last thing we need, man. Bloody hell. But big up Bayesian for letting me know. Max Kellerman, big up yourself, bro. For all the people who know about Max. Oh, and if you are the real Max Kellerman, how about we do a little collaboration, bro? He's a future star. So happy for him. A defo starter. Okay, in relation to Harvey Elliott. I think a lot of people would agree with you, Max, as well, that he should be a starter. Man like Jamrock in the building, as always. Big up yourself, bro. Did you watch Klopp's presser today, Jeff? No, I haven't, you know. I actually haven't. I haven't had a chance today to watch anything Liverpool related. That's why I didn't even know about this Matip news. Yeah, 4 to 8 weeks probably is normally how long it takes to get over if it's a proper groin strain. If they're saying that they're watching over him for Monday, that might be like a really minor one, but you don't want to play on it and then it actually tears and then you're in trouble. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, on the Elliott one, a lot of people do think he should start, but that's why I just calm. Yeah, I didn't even know. And who's the other one who's injured that we've only got 2? Because I know Bayesian, was it Bayesian that just said we've only got 2 fit centre backs? Oh yeah, Gomez. Gomez is injured as well, isn't it? Flipping hell, man. Man like Rod's in the building. Big up yourself, bro. Says big up Kop-Ish each and every time. Guys, make sure you go and check out Anfield Roz as well, man. Make sure you go and show your love to Roz as always, guys. A couple of people are saying Gomez is back to fitness. Either way, you know, Gomez and Matip are the 2 we always worry about the most. Hold on, Konate's injured. What? Hold on a minute. No. What go on? What? Hold on. What is going on? Ibu. What is going on? Konate suffers an injury setback. Konate injury setback sparks Liverpool transfer rethink as new opportunity emerges. What is going on here? I didn't know Ibu was injured. I know I've been busy and I haven't had a chance recently to have a look at when did Ibu get injured? Oh, what a blow! I'm gonna have to look into this. Fuck, you know, man. This is some joke. Has he been out since preseason? No, he hasn't. Wasn't Ibu on the bench for the Community Shield? I'm sure Ibu was on the bench for the Community Shield game, wasn't he? Oh, when he made that, yeah, I remember when he. Okay, well, nah. He's not out for 6 months. Stop the trolling. Look, as you guys know already, as I said, I took personal time, so I haven't been paying attention to anything. Like, I really took time out. So for the last 2 weeks, I haven't really done anything Liverpool related. I've been really busy with personal stuff, so that's the main reason why I haven't had a chance to check it out. But yeah, that boy, the Strasbourg game. Yeah, I do remember the tackle. Yeah, so that was the Strasbourg game was just after the Community Shield, so it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, well, that will coincide with when I've been emotionally unavailable, so to speak. So bloody hell, man, we've got Kanate out, we got Matip out. I mean, I wouldn't call that a crisis, as in like we got to go and buy a defender. I think that would be a bit too much because of the nature of both of their injuries. But this is not the best flipping. It ain't the best start to the season, is it? We got Thiago out, we got Ibu out, now we got Matip out. Like, all of a sudden, we're starting to pick up a few injuries and making this squad. Oh yeah, Jota's out. Bloody hell, we start flipping. Look, boy, what are we gonna do? But let me bring in the people right now. Let's get this party started, guys. The link to jump in should now be in the chat. We're gonna give you guys 3 minutes on a timer so we can keep everything in check and we don't get too far. Make it fair for everybody, and you know what I mean. We'll get through this, and we will keep it pushing. I'm really gonna see if I can get you lot a little clip. You know what? In fact, I know what I can do. It just to give you lot a little teaser of what the members have been watching. Let me see what I can do. Hold on, bear with me. All right, here we go, people. I'm gonna give you a little exclusive of what the members have been getting.
Yeah, that was you're telling me we're gonna concede like that. Goal. They scored.
Oh, good defending.
Flip's sake, no.
Back in the danger zone. Oh, good.
Now, come on, let's move.
As you lot can see,
I'm not gonna lie, I can already see the problem. Man's got Gabriel Jesus up front.
Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys.
Bruv, we are losing possession to this team, you know. Right, what a switch by Goretzka. Salah gone. Come on, Salah, gone.
So just a little snippet here for you guys to see. I'm not saying he's laughing at me this whole
5 minutes, because obviously we got to make some tactical changes.
You might not make it to half time, bro. Oh no.
Oh, let's
read in it.
Cow.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the footage from the drive that was going around in the box? As you can see, there's tears in his eyes. He's offside. He's offside.
He's offside.
Yeah, he was offside. He has to
be offside?
I saw that from here. It has to be. If mine was offside. So there you go, people. Just a little something there. The members have been loving it, and we're really enjoying that. So make sure, if you want to be a part of that little series there, go in the link in the description, join up, become a member. It's only $3.99 a month, guys. It's well worth it. Oh, Pim, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna out cow like that still. I think, I don't want to give anything away for the people who haven't watched it yet either. But yeah, guys, we had a blast with that one. But I could see all the people in the back. I can see them all in the back. Let me bring in the first caller of the day. in well, I'm gonna do it based on how people came and keep it fair. Man, like Jamal in the building. What's going on, B?
I'm going good. Drifty, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you, G. I can hear you. What's good, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I just want to say, man, Drifty, the midfield, bro. No, first I'll say, do you feel we're bringing anybody in?
Nope.
That's mad, man. I just want to say, Drifty, man, the midfield is a problem. The reason why I'm saying that is, we're actually relying on Harvey Elliott to at least get 10 goals and our 10 assists in the midfield. He have to be our goal scoring midfielder. That's mad.
Man,
Yeah.
at his age, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Really, when you think about it.
Yeah. It's mad. Because the thing is, Shifty, I'm trying to get my little cousin to start watching football. So I let him watch the Fulham game. And you know what he said to me? He said, why is number 14 just playing hot potato with the ball? Why is just kicking the ball?
Did he really say that?
Yes, I'm true, Shifty. He said, why is number 14 playing hot potato with the ball? Shifty, that's our captain, bro. At 6 years, cannot say that about our captain, JP. It's not. So my question to you, God, I don't want to waste your time because it's late. I just want to say, what do we actually need in a midfield? Do we need two midfielders? Because everyone keeps saying we need an attacking midfielder. But bro, we don't have no legs in the midfield as well. So do we need a box to box or do we need a creative 10? That's my question.
Do we need a box to box or creative 10?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, then, bro. I'll chop that
Yeah,
up now,
man. So guys, smash the like button.
Love as always, B.
Yeah, give these guys support, and I hope you get your seatbelt on, Shifty, because this is gonna be a long season.
I always put my seatbelt on, bro.
Okay. Come on, guys, smash the like button. Peace out, peace.
Big up, bro. Big up. Do we need a box to box or an attacking midfielder? If I'm being completely honest with you, we need both. But that's an easy way out answer to Jamal's question. So if we can only get one, do we need a box to box or do we need an attacking midfielder? Oh, Jesus. Man, we need both so badly. Based off the premise that we have Carvalho and Elliott already in the team, who, as young as they are brilliant players and should hopefully mature into something, I would go box to box, Jamal. I think a box to box midfielder would. Jamal's gone, man. I think a box to box midfielder would be able to replace Thiago when he's injured. Not directly, but he'd be able to do something similar. He'd be able to replace Hendo or Naby, whichever is your preference of midfielder, because that is what they are supposed to do, and neither are quite good at it anymore. A box-to-box midfielder would mean that we can play Henderson in the 6 now, which I think he's still brilliant at. I mean, you guys are going to disagree with me on this. I know you are. But I don't care. You lot know I'll say my opinion regardless. There is a slight conversation in our team, especially depending on who the opposition is, for Hendo to start in the 6 over Flacco. I know that's going to cause a rumbling amongst you lot, but I truly believe it. I've seen a lot of games where when Henderson is playing in the 6, his athleticism, whether you think it's waned or not, he's still more, what's the word? He still covers more ground than Flacco. So depending on who the opposition is, there are games when Henderson should actually start in that position over Flacco. That's what I believe. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but it is what it is. It doesn't mean Flacco's not a world-class player. He is. When you lack pace the way Flacco does, sometimes there's going to be games where you're not quite going to be able to deal with what's happening as well as another player. So that's just my opinion. I see a couple of people agreeing, a couple of people are disagreeing. So maybe it's a split thing down the middle, but that's what the beauty of it would be, right? To have both of them. So depending on the opposition, we could play whoever's necessary at whatever time. What's going on, G? You've jumped in when I was having a controversial moment.
Oh, is it? I literally just sat down and jumped in, evening everyone.
Yeah. Jamal was asking, Jamal's question was, do we need a box-to-box or an attacking midfielder? So I've gone with box-to-box because we've got Carvalho and Elliott who hopefully will grow into that attacking midfielder.
Box-to-box, but we're calm for attacking midfielders.
But I do believe that Henderson actually should be a rotational player with Flacco and not a backup, because I do believe there's games when he is more suited to playing that role because he's got attributes that Fabinho doesn't have.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, because I thought a lot of people would disagree with me, but yeah.
No, I'm all about the rotation. You know me, bro. Like, different horse with different courses. I'm 100% on board with that. Like, I don't think it's one shoe fits all when it comes to Liverpool or football in general. I think sometimes you do need to have different players for different games. I genuinely do. Like, Flacco is better than Henderson in the 6, but you're right. There are certain games where I'd be like, yeah, I'd throw Hendo in there.
I think if we're playing against a team that's very pacey, I think Henderson is less of a worry to be caught out by that pace than what Flacco is.
See, I disagree. I think Hendo's more likely to get caught out because his positional awareness isn't as good as Flacco's.
I don't know, I think it's improved a lot when he plays. I think he's pretty good at it, bruv, to be honest.
It's improved, but I don't think it's anywhere near Flacco's. And that's not even me, like, putting Hendo down. I just think Flacco, Rodri, and Casemiro, they're probably the 3 best in world football at reading danger from that position.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think that's a slight on Henderson, but there are certain games, like, again, no disrespect, like when we were playing Norwich in that last season, like, dash Hendo in. That's Hendo's game.
Well, look at the Fulham game as an example. I know Flacco was having a bad game, so maybe it's a bad example, but Henderson went from having a 3-4 level rating when he's playing 8 to having a 8.5 in the 6. Like, literally just swapped the position.
8.5. I'd probably say a 7.
I don't know, bruv. I thought he was brilliant in the 6 for that last 20 minutes or whatever it was he played in that. I don't know. I don't think he's learned that role so well that now he naturally plays that role better than he plays the 8 almost.
Yeah. Again, my thoughts on, I'll be honest, I've got some very controversial views when it comes to Henderson playing in the 8, but now's not the time.
They don't even seem to be controversial anymore. A lot of people agree, bro. And
yeah, I just think it's for his longevity, for his Liverpool career, we can't be playing him as 8 anymore. Double pivot or 6, that's it.
I do agree with that.
Like, just got like this whole, I don't even want to get into a rant, but this whole risking the midfield situation, I'm not about it. Like, you see today when we heard about Konate, not Konate, sorry, Matip. Don't get me wrong, upset that Matip can't play. But, I don't feel any worry at all.
Because Gomez can step in with ease.
Bro, Gomez is there.
I mean, I'm worried after realizing, because I forgot I didn't realize Ibu was in.
Yeah, Ibu's out as well. But
Ibu and Matip being out,
and here's the thing. Not once today did it cross my mind and think, we need to go and get a defender. Because this sort of thing happens. Here's the thing, Drift. If you're going on a long journey and you fill up your tank, but the car breaks down unexpectedly, you can't be blamed for that. It's just one of those things in life. But you see, Drift, if I tell you, you know what, Drift, you've got to drive to Birmingham tomorrow from London. And I go, if you filled up your tank, and you go, now half a tank will get me there and back. If you then break down because you ran out of petrol, that's on you.
Yeah.
You might get lucky and get there and back, but the likelihood is very unlikely, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's where I sit with the
you got a plan, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, if this is a couple years ago when we only had 3 centre-backs, and if Matip went down now and we didn't have a 4th, then I'm kicking up dust and everything. But as things stand right now, It's just one of those things. We've got 4 centre backs, 2 are injured, but hey, we've still got 2 fantastic centre backs as well. Sorry, Nat as well on the bench.
Yeah,
come on,
let me look.
Games. I might even drop Nat in midfield still. Aerial battles and that. Set piece danger in that.
Look, George asked the question, who out there could Tottenham go and get realistically? I said, look, we got Nat Phillips here for 15 mil, bro.
What in terms of defense for them, yeah?
Yeah, play 3 at the back. Nat would be a brilliant 3 at the back defender, I reckon.
So it depends on which one of the 3 positions you're looking at, because I don't think they need anyone for right centre back, and I don't think they need anyone for left centre back. It's the centre back, right?
That's perfect then, bro.
Nah. They need someone. They need more of a sweeper.
Don't you think if you play 3 at the back, the one with the least pace should play centrally?
Not all the time. It depends on how they set up. It's like David Luiz when he played at Chelsea, arguably was the fastest of the centre backs, but he also had the best distribution. Hence
I was
why
going to say that's why he was central, because his passing was immaculate. Yeah,
his passing was nuts. Like, don't get me wrong, we go on about Virgil's passing. David Luiz might rival or better Virgil's passing.
Yeah. David Luiz passing out from the back is amazing. Yeah,
ridiculous. So it depends on how they want to do it. But hopefully Tottenham don't get anyone else.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just get through the last 2 super chats in case they're relevant. Big up Sam Max says, not buying 2 mids. Klopp is putting faith in the youngsters to carry LFC. It's a high-risk tactical approach. Come November, before the World Cup, will be miles off top 4. Raw. Miles off top 4.
I disagree.
You know what, Sam Max, you've got to let me know if you think we're going to finish in the top 4 then, if you think we'll be miles off at Christmas. And big up Sean as always. Sean's becoming a regular super chat, man. I really appreciate that, bro. Really noticed that. The press conference today confirmed your debate on who makes the final decisions. FSG will give the money. Klopp definitely was arrogant today with his squad. It's his way. Oh boy. Are we gonna look? Yeah. Okay.
How old are you, Drifty? How old are you?
No, I'm still not willing to have the conversation where I'm gonna blame Klopp for everything.
Not blaming for everything, but this particular situation, he's running a massive risk. Especially when I'm hearing Mateus Nunes is turning teams down left, right, and centre, by the way, you know.
Yeah, he turned West Ham down today, innit?
He's turned Wolves down, he's turned West Ham down. He's basically saying, Pep, Jurgen, here I am.
And you know what's annoying? He's probably going to end up at like Real Madrid or Barcelona or something stupid.
Well, he might end up at Man United. If Man United are smart, they'd be going in right now with a bid. Yeah. Forget about De Jong. He ain't going. Go and get Mateus Nunes and someone else. Go and get a midfield that's going to guarantee you top 4, and then you build from there.
We're hoping that other players are looking at what De Jong's thinking and going to think the same, but they might not. You know what I mean? Because I'm even hearing Rabiot's actually might be pulling a U-turn because he actually realised, oh yeah, there's no Champions League football at Man United. So, I mean, if Rabiot's turning you down, you're in problems. But you're right, you never know. A team, they might still be able to convince somebody like Nunes who plays for a team that's not on the world stage. Man United might have been in the Champions League, but we're still on the world stage. So it's still a progression for your career.
Well, put it this way, Mateus Nunes and Fred is a massive upgrade on Fred and McTominay.
Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah. No, it's true. If you give Fred a better partner, I don't think he'd be as bad of a player.
Yeah, he's still
I know we laugh when we joke in that, but he's technically good. It's just his positional awareness that lets him down. I think when it comes to like his passing and his little 1-2s and triangles stuff, I think Fred's good at that stuff.
He
loses his positional awareness and he always gets caught out. That's what the problem is. Fred's always out of position whenever Man United get exposed. But yeah.
I hate to say, I think Mateus Nunes ends up at Man City this season to replace Bernardo, and I think next season Bellingham ends up at City as well to replace Gundogan. I hope to God I'm wrong, but that's what I see happening.
Boy, well, let me bring in the next caller who asked to wait specifically till you were back. Yeah, I have no idea why I just said Drift. Can I wait until Cal's back? Actually, I got 2 requests to wait until you're back. So man like Neto in the building. What's going on, bro?
Who was right? Who was right? Who was
I got a
right?
bone to pick with you, Cal's Nettle Army, when you finished, you
Who
know.
was right? Come on, man. Cal's Army was always right. But big up to the people in the chat that I was speaking to before, like Ashq and them, man. Big up to everybody that I was having a debate with, except for that guy that called me a bellend. Yeah, you can hold that L, man. We keep it moving, but
Yeah. Let's not be disrespectful.
But Drifty, yeah. Your manager's coming out and saying some wild stuff.
I'm gonna have to check it out, bro. I haven't seen anything.
For me, I'm being real. You have to practice what you preach. I can't sit here saying stuff about Jurgen Klopp and still on another level back him. For me, I'm done with him. I'm not defending Klopp. Trusting Klopp for me is finished. He's absolutely finished. I can't blindly support a man when he can't show me anything that he's doing. I'm not backing a manager that thinks that Henderson is a great midfielder. I'm not backing a midfielder.
That's captain, bro.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
I'm not backing a manager that gives Milner a new contract. I'm not backing a manager who thinks Curtis Jones is the best young midfielder in Europe and puts him on the same level as Pedri. And if people think that I am lying about that, read Pep Linders' book, Intensity, because he is the mouthpiece of Jurgen Klopp, but we keep him moving. I'm not backing a manager who thinks that there's no midfielder in world football that improves our midfield, because that's where he came out today and said, we have the money, but we're not going to sign a midfielder. I'm sorry, I'm not having this. And listen, you know what? People sit there and say, am I Klopp out? You know what? If you can give me a world-class manager, I am. I'll say it. If you can give me a world-class manager right now, currently in world football, give me him. Because Jurgen Klopp is not doing anything that's special anymore. Second place is a loser. That's losing mentality. That's what I see. He's finishing second, and second is not a trophy. Bill Shankly came out and said, finishing first is first, finishing second is nothing. Bob Paisley said, bro. It's calm, bro. Listen, Bob Paisley came out and said, one of the worst experiences of my life was finishing second. That's an elite mentality. And then we have Jurgen Klopp smiling from earlobe to earlobe after finishing second and saying, oh, we put up the pressure. Are we Tottenham Hotspur? Man said putting up pressure. Are we Tottenham Hotspur? Is that what we're saying now? Listen, I know there's going to be a lot of people in the chat gunning for me, but I'm okay with it, man. I don't really care, because listen, it is what it is, man. Your manager is coming out here and saying some wild stuff, you know. But I see Cal getting shocked, so I let Cal go, man. Go on.
Right, he said a lot there still.
I mean, there's 12 seconds left. So I'm saying, should we chop this up then? No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think you've come in and started a fire here, but
it is, bro. There's nothing that I said that's a lie. There's nothing.
All right. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, Cal Netawami. In fact, you know what? First of all, I'm gonna address what you've said.
Go on.
Is Jurgen Klopp wrong for saying what he said in the press conference today? Yes. Is Linders wrong for saying that Curtis Jones is on the same level as Pedri? Yes, he is. Is Jurgen Klopp and Pep Linders and the recruitment being arrogant in regards to the midfield situation? Yes. Where I have to disagree with you on so many levels, we cannot sit here and say that Klopp ain't special.
Finishing second.
That's crazy. And I'll tell you why. When you think of anyone who's special from any remit of sport, life, anything, they have deficiencies and flaws. You're a UFC man, and I know you're a UFC man because you watch streams. Khabib, phenomenal wrestler, basic striker. We'll agree, right?
To a certain extent, yes.
No, he's a basic striker. Let's be honest. If you throw him in a boxing ring or kickboxing, he gets slept by most people.
Yeah.
Phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal MMA. Flipping, who else? Francis Ngannou, phenomenal striker, power for days. Cardio and wrestling is basic though, right? All right, cool.
Yes.
But we'd still say that Khabib and Ngannou are special, right? In their respective sports. Because they're outliers. Klopp is also an outlier. Now, don't get me wrong. Finishing second, etc. It's not ideal. It's not great. But there can only be one winner, and it's not like we're far off. Plus, there has to be context involved. And I said this last night on the show we did with the Prem panel. You have to put in context. We are in an era where we are up against the best Premier League team of all time.
Can I please rebuttal this, please? Because
let me land quick. Barring Pep Guardiola, there is not a manager that comes to Liverpool today and starts winning today. There's an argument to say you can get a couple managers in a couple years' time, they might be winning, but not today. There is no one barring Pep. And dare I say it, if you give Pep this current crop of players with the midfield we've got, he ain't winning the league either because they can't play his kind of football. But that, again, is on Klopp. Again, I see someone throwing up Carlo. Carlo ain't winning the league with this group of players.
Can I tell you my issue? Cal, do you know my issue when I always hear we're coming up against Man City and this and that? We're lowering our standard and saying, "Oh, Man City are improving. We're coming up against a state, oil state, and whatever." Man City spending money does not stop Liverpool spending money. I'm sorry, them improving does not stop us improving. So when people sit here and say,
agree.
So what's the excuse for Jurgen Klopp if Man City win another Premier League this year, 5 and 6? That's domination. We are getting.
There is no. In my opinion, there is no excuse if we don't win the league this season because, and I go back to last time where we only signed Ibu. For me, we should have sorted out centre midfield from last season and started to get the wheels in motion from last season. We've left ourselves in a bad way. So for me, there's no excuses. But what I will say is, once again, you take this manager out of this club, we ain't doing a damn thing.
But we're not doing anything right now.
We can't say we're not doing anything right now. We just won 2 trophies, bro.
Okay,
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm Klopp's I'm happy with what Klopp's doing right now. I'm not. But again, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm not fully Klopp in and I'm not backing this manager to the end.
You know what, guys? Here's what we're gonna have to do. Because obviously we gotta be fair now to everyone else. I know you are regular, but we gotta be fair. If you're free, we can chop this up and actually make this a members video because it seems like something that could actually need some real discussion, and we can't just keep going back and forward for like ages. You know what I mean? So, bro, let us know when you're free.
Trust me, I got a whole Microsoft Office.
And we'll have a proper conversation because this is way too big of a topic for 3 minutes. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Also, just like to cut you drift as well, guys in the comments as well. You might not agree with Cal's Nettle Army, but he has made some valid points in some aspects. So you might not agree with him. Feel free to disagree, but please do it respectfully, like, because there's no need for some of the name calling and all that. We don't really operate like that here.
With all some of the people in it, they just say the same thing. Have you ever been to Anfield? Have you ever been to Liverpool? Do you know more than Klopp? I hear the same thing on Twitter every day. I hear the same thing on Instagram. It's just the same type of people who have no arguments and have no nothing. They just resort to name calling because they don't have anything to say to me. There's no constructive things to say. So I just let that shit roll off my back, man. If you got nothing to say to me and to defend Klopp, you've already lost the argument, in my opinion. So
we'll chop this up properly. But big up every time as always.
Big up, man. Big up, bro.
Big up,
bro. Big up. Right. I mean, like I said, we can't just talk about that quickly. That's something
as I said, gotta be. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fully disagree with him being Klopp out, but some of the stuff he says you can't refute. Like, he makes some very good points. We just probably don't like hearing it. But he makes some valid points.
I think the problem that I have mainly with the whole situation is it just, and again, this isn't me even taking a shot at Neto, because obviously we'll talk about this, but I just think it becomes entitled to say things like if you don't win, somebody should leave. If somebody doesn't win and they're terrible at their job, then of course. But if somebody doesn't win and you come second, you don't want to always be the bridesmaid. You want to be the bride. But coming second is not failure to the point where you dash someone away. That's when it becomes entitled. Do you get what I mean?
Can I ask you a question, Drift? If we lose the league by, let's say, 2 points again this season, and we don't sign a midfielder, and we scrape through games because of our midfield, surely you've got to sit there and be like, Klopp, what is he doing? because then that, in my opinion, does become failure because your arrogance has stopped you from going on and sorting out a glaring deficiency in the squad.
Yeah. But here's where the problem lies, Cal, is a manager lives and dies by his decisions, right? And when the decision pays off, we give him his praise. But we can't jump down his throat when it doesn't work, when we know it is a 50-50 on whether things work. Like anything, regardless. Like he could go out tomorrow and spend 100 million on Bellingham, and Bellingham's crap. And then all of a sudden we're like, wow, why did we spend all this money on Bellingham? So money spendage isn't always a barometer of success.
That's facts, Drift. That's facts. But check this though, Drift. If I say to you, Drift, it's raining, it's going to rain heavy. Or if you say to me, Cal, it's going to rain heavy today. I say, I'll be calm, Drift. And you're like, nah, Cal, take the umbrella. I'm like, nah, man, I'll be calm. And I go out there in a t-shirt and shorts and you'll get drenched. But that's on me. If I take the umbrella and the umbrella breaks or the umbrella isn't very good, then it's one of those things. I've just, it's not been my day. It's not got my luck. But right now we're walking out after being told there might be a heavy rain downpour, and we're going out in shorts and t-shirt, and that's my frustration, Drew, because this is such an easy fix. And again, when I hear him say things like he's got to be the right midfielder and you can't just buy any player, we're not asking you to just buy any player. We're not asking you to spend 100 and odd million on a player. Never have. The majority of Liverpool fans never have. I came on here loads of times and said I'd rather Haaland over Mbappe, and Haaland's way cheaper than Mbappe, whether it be transfer or wages. But what I am saying, Drift, is if you as Liverpool Football Club cannot find me one player who's available between the ages of 22 to 27 that is not better than James Milner, Jordan Henderson, Naby Keita, Ox, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott in the 8, then I've got a serious problem with that, because where's your scouting? Because I'm not being funny, Drift. I personally think I could go and find about 10 players who are better than those guys in the number 8 position.
I agree. Here's where I struggle, though. We all say that we believe in the scouting because they barely get it wrong. So isn't it hypocritical of all of us to now sit here and say, well, the scouting don't know what they're doing because we want a midfielder?
I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but they're showing that they're being negligent. I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, because as you said, when they make a signing, 9 times out of 10, it works out to be brilliant. But if Klopp's saying, I don't want any other player apart from Bellingham, and that's his decision, then Drift, at the end of the season, if we end up with no trophies because we didn't decide to sign a centre midfielder, then surely Klopp has to get the blame for that. In the same way, if Klopp wanted Bellingham was available and FSG said we ain't paying the money for him, we'd be sitting there right now saying FSG are holding us back. If we got to hold, and look, I get it. I hate criticizing Klopp because I know where we were when he took over and I know where we are now. But I look at Klopp, and in the morning when he wakes up, he yawns, he has morning breath, he probably goes for a wee-wee or a doo-doo, he brushes his teeth, and he does all the same things I do. The only thing he does is does it in a much more nice house with a nicer car in a nicer area probably. But we both breathe oxygen to live. So if, in my opinion, if he's a human being and I'm a human being, even though he's a superior human being in what he's doing, then surely as a fan who's been a fan for 30 years can question him. In the same way, if me and you say something wild on here, even though people watching aren't YouTubers, aren't content creators, they have a right to say, "Raw, Cal, you're moving mad with that opinion."
Oh, no, I agree with that. But to go to the point where, like Cal's Net Army said, I don't support the man anymore, that's where I feel that you've gone too far left. That's the point I'm making.
No, I agree with that. But at the same time, Drift, I ask you, if it came out today, if Jurgen Klopp came out today and said, I want Bellingham, but we haven't got the finances, or I want to send a midfielder, but we don't know if we've got the finances to do it, are you sitting there saying you'd be back in FSG? Be honest, bro, because I know I wouldn't.
It's a bit different though, because they've got so much previous of being bad people. Like if they'd been immaculate and it was the first time they sounded like they were being idiots, then I would back them.
But they got such as well.
Not really. What, of being bad or doing something stupid? Not really.
Well, playing centre midfielders in defence as opposed to playing them in their positions when we had the crisis.
Yeah, but we all know why, because he didn't trust the defenders that the club forced him to have to deal with.
He still let Lovren go when he knew we weren't going to bring another centre back.
But only because Lovren asked to go.
Whether he asked to go or not, bro, he still did these things, hanging on to players who should have been sold last summer. Again, I'm not sitting here saying. Again, I'm not sitting here saying Klopp's. You guys know my opinion. Klopp's the best manager in world football, and I'll argue that to the grave. But he's not beyond criticism, and I think as Liverpool fans, as a whole, we're scared to criticize him because he's the perfect manager for us. But at the same time, we have to be fair on both sides, bro. If I found out tomorrow that FSG are the reason we aren't signing a centre midfielder as opposed to Klopp, best believe, bro, I'm starting a stream whether you and Matt are available or not, and I'm venting, bro. So I've got to hold the same energy with Klopp.
Fair enough. Yeah, that conversation is gonna get techie still.
I know. Who's the next person that wants to smoke me? Who's the? Yes, man, like Chainsaw.
Yo, big up you guys. I just want to say,
sorry, big you up. You're on camera, bro. It's lovely putting.
I was on camera last week as well, but that was just.
I wasn't in.
Yeah, it was just Matt last week.
Yeah.
Okay, bless you, bro.
Well, first thing I wanted to say was I'm proud to be a member. Like I know Drifty mentioned it earlier on in the stream. Like
yeah,
being
big
a
up
member,
for that, bro.
like,
big up, man.
Supporting you guys, it means a lot. Like you guys are providing the best content, and I would love to be in that Klopp debate. I actually had questions prepared, but obviously, Cal's now army's like got my mind like in all different directions. But then I was thinking, every manager has faults. So like Pep Guardiola, his fault is if a player wants to leave, he's like, get out. So Bernardo Silva says he wants to leave this summer, even though he's important to that City team. He's like, you could leave. That's Pep's fault. Klopp's fault, I think, is that he's his own worst enemy. Look at Robertson. He overplays Robertson. Henderson plays at number 8 and he overplays Henderson, right? And then Firmino, as you saw in the weekend, Firmino should be on the bench. But because of loyalty and trust, Klopp overdoes it, in my perspective. So it's like no manager's perfect. And I don't think Klopp is a great coach, personally. But as a manager, he's top 2. Like he's with Pep. But as a coach, I think I'm a huge Potter fan. So I would put Potter above Klopp in terms of coaching. No, in terms of like, I think if look at Klopp, Potter at Brighton, and what he's doing with that resources. But with a Liverpool team, the pattern of play, the attacking style, I think it will be slightly better. But Klopp's more effective because he's a manager. He manages the whole club, not just the players on the pitch. That's the difference between a Potter and a Klopp. And that's why we need to respect Klopp, but we can criticize Klopp. Because, again, like you said, he's human and he's not perfect. So, like, he's too stubborn. That's the issue that I could see from my perspective. And I said last week to Matt that we'll win the double, Champions League and Premier League this season. Obviously, Fulham result has, impacted me. but I still think if we do sign a centre mid, then we can challenge for those 2 trophies. If not, we can still do it. It'd be a miracle, in my opinion, at the current state. But it's not impossible. And we need to trust Klopp. And we need to respect Carl's Nail Army's opinions as well. Because he's not completely wrong. Yeah. He's on the right path. He wants success for Liverpool. I want success for Liverpool. You want success for Liverpool. It's just different ways of getting success. Obviously, Carl Nail Army's gone a bit over the top. But like, if you just meet in the middle, you can see Klopp is too stubborn and too loyal to like players that shouldn't be playing or not playing, but like starting. And then I also wanted to say 2 more things quickly because I said I'll be fast.
You got 1 minute left, so go on, bro.
I want to say people need to respect Salah's Premier League record. People are saying Haaland will smash it. Respect Salah's 32 Premier League goals. And remember, Salah's still in the league. So he will see that, and that will motivate Salah even more. Plus, Salah has a mid-season break, no World Cup. So Salah's going to be hungry, and he's going to prove all these people like he's still the man. Don't put Haaland in his place. He's still here. He might break his own record. So I think he'll be extra motivated. And Drifty, you're right about Fabinho. Fabinho and Jota, they fell off, in my opinion, at the end of last season. Not their fault. I think they were overplayed by Klopp. Again, that's another Klopp's fault. He overplays certain players to the point where they start getting injured or they stop performing. Jota's injured, Fabinho's not performing, and Henderson should start as a 6. That's about it.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant points, man. Brilliant points, man.
Excellent
I enjoyed that,
Excellent
man.
point.
I enjoyed what you were saying,
Big
bro.
up.
So I'll you know what I mean? I'll put that in the little pocket of I thought I was crazy with the Henderson thing, but a couple of people are agreeing with me. Okay.
One more thing just before I leave. If you do that Klopp members vid, can I defend Carol's army, his camp?
Yeah. You know, hit us up on the socials, so obviously we can communicate. And yeah, we'll bring you in on that, bro.
Perfect.
We can
Thank you.
do that. We can do that.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man, that Chainsaw, another member, big up, man. Yeah, and I kind of enjoyed what you were saying. Still, he made some good points, man. I couldn't
Very
really
good point.
disagree. Or I completely understand everything he was saying. Like I can't. You know what is as well? It's kind of mad because sometimes, and again, this is not a shot at Cal's not wrong because he clearly does articulate himself. But you know, sometimes people can't actually say something that they're thinking the way it's in their head, and then people will misinterpret what they've said. Like it happens to me all the time. I don't know about you, because we're here all the time. Sometimes afterwards, I'm like, I didn't mean to say it like that, and people have took it the wrong way. Like, so it's like it can become a bit tricky. It's you put yourself in a firing line when you talk in front of a group of people. Innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And like, so yeah, Chainsaw articulated himself really well there. So big up to you, man. I'm not having a Klopp out conversation. I'm telling you that. No, like I'm never having a Klopp out. Do you know what Klopp would have to do to make me Klopp out? Oh my days! Like I know we haven't won them all, but how many finals have we been in?
I know.
Do you know how long it was before
I tell you what, I don't want
final?
in the same way I look at Henderson and players of that ilk as well. I don't want Klopp to go from being a hero to a villain. I don't want that.
But as a fan base, that's on us, though, bro.
No,
and again, I'm not being shady in any way, shape, or form. But the entitlement of the Arsenal fans that got a bit too much and became toxic, it almost did become a little bit unappreciative. And again, I'm not saying that you just let a manager run a team into the ground, but I do think there was a lot of disrespect held at Wenger, and it was like, no, but guys, he made you relevant. And I think we're in a very similar situation with Klopp. He made us relevant again.
All right, let me ask you a question. The word entitlement. I'm gonna be real with you, and this is not aimed at you. The word, or when someone says you're entitled because you want to win the league, or you think you are one player away from winning the league, I think it's crazy. I'm a football fan. I want to win everything every single season. Now I know I can't do that every single season, but I want to be competing every season, and I want to maybe win 1 in 2.
We do always compete, though. Even if we don't win, we always compete.
No, I hear that, but when you're just competing, Drift, then you've got to look at what's going to get you over the line more regularly, then, right?
But then the context has to be added, and you see the juggernaut in front of us.
No,
because let's keep it a buck. I know they're there, so we have to act according to the reality that Man City are there. But bro, without Man City, Klopp's won 6 league titles in a row and is possibly looking at being the greatest Liverpool manager of all time.
I hear that, Drift. I hear that.
Do you get what I mean? So
check it, Drift. We can sit here and we can honestly have a debate and say we're better than them in goalkeeping department. We're better than them in defense department. We're better than them in the attacking department. But we can't sit there and say we're better than them in the midfield.
Attack, I don't know now. Mane left and they've added Haaland. I think that conversation
fair enough.
needs
That's
to be
fair.
had, yeah.
But you see, when we look at goalkeeping situations, and I'm not just saying Alisson versus Edison, I'm talking about all of their goalkeepers, all of our goalkeepers. You wouldn't say it's night and day. You say ours is ahead, but it's not like night and day. Again, defense, you wouldn't say it's night and day. You'd say we're ahead. If we're a 9, they're at 8 or an 8.5. Attack, if we're a 9, they're an 8.5. But if we're going to speak about midfield, their midfield is kind of like a 9.5 and ours is a 7. So when you're working out the averages, they then become a better team because there's such a discrepancy in one area of the pitch. And I think that's the frustration. So again, if when Klopp first came in, between Klopp coming in to the beginning of the 18-19 season, I did not expect Liverpool to win a trophy. It was a hope. But after 18-19 up until now, barring the season where we lost all of our centre-backs, I expect trophies, Drift. You know why? Because our team's bloody good, bro. Our team is phenomenal. So if we're not doing what we need to do to just give us that little extra step, then that's on us. So as much as City can go and get Haaland, I'll sit here and tell you now, I rate Haaland. I think he's the third best striker in the world. But if we go and get a centre midfielder, I still think we do the league regardless of them getting Haaland. So that's on us. Everything we do is so much. Like for me, we're no longer relying on other teams to not get things right. But we are relying on ourselves to do stuff and get stuff right. And we're in the position. We're in control of our destiny right now. And we're not taking ownership of it. And that's what my frustration is, Joe.
Bro, I'm livid that we're not buying a midfielder, bro. But I just can't sit here and have the Klopp out talk.
I hear that. But check it, Drift. Even if Klopp says, right, you know what? There's not one midfielder that I want apart from Bellingham. Bellingham's the guy. Do you know what, in my opinion, should be done next? You look at the rest of the squad and go, you know what? I'm not going to get the centre midfielder this summer because we're waiting on Jude. Jude's the guy. I've convinced him he's on board. I spoke to Dortmund. We've agreed a deal, but we're going to keep it quiet. What's the other deficiency in the team? Winger. Klopp should then, in my opinion, go, you know what? I'm not going to sort that out this summer. But this summer, instead of waiting until next summer, I'm going to sort out the wing positions then. That way, if I get a winger who can cover both left and right, that means instead of using Elliott and Carvalho both out there, I only have to use one out there at a stretch. And that way, I have a full-time centre midfielder with either Elliott or Carvalho there. But we're not even doing that.
But that's when I just have to ask you, but what if FSG tell him, well, Bellingham's going to cost a lot of money, so you've got no more money this summer because we need to save it for next summer?
Oh, we don't know if that's happening.
But there's a big possibility that's what the problem is.
For me,
based on their track record, bro. Based on their track record, we spent 64 mil on Nunes. Diaz was in January for 35, 40 mil. Bro, based on their track record, Klopp knows if he spends any more money, he won't have the money he needs next summer for the midfielder he wants.
But there's no evidence of that, Drift. I can only go based on the evidence I see.
I know, but it's a very educated guess. That is FSG telling him there's no funds available.
It was an educated guess. Not now, I don't think it is. Not when I'm hearing what Klopp's saying. When I'm hearing him say he can get a player, but he doesn't want any old player, then for me, it's like, all right, let's go and get a winger then to sort out.
All right, well, why don't you get him who he wants now, regardless of whether you got to pay a little bit more?
No, for me, that's sending out the wrong message, because then all that happens is that just puts you in a horrible position going forward in the future. One of the best things Man United did as a club was not bowing into the demands for Jadon Sancho in that summer. Because if they had done that, every other club would have pulled their trousers down. There is no way we can sit here and say we're paying 120 mil for Bellingham. I rate him highly, but he ain't worth 120 mil.
No, he's not. I get it. But how many times has a parent driven all the way from London to Birmingham to buy a toy because it's the last one left and spend all that extra money for Christmas to make their kid happy on Christmas Day?
Not many, bro.
Oh, bro, there's loads, bro. I know people who've done that.
You probably have a
to see the smile on their kid's face on Christmas Day, bro. I've seen people do crazy shit and pay way above what the cost of the thing is.
I'm gonna be real. If there's one toy and that's the only toy Stevie wants, and he thinks I'm driving up to Birmingham to go and get it, unfortunately, he's out of luck.
No, but I'm saying, bro, there's bare people that would do that because they know that's the only toy their kid wants, bro. And deep down, I reckon you still would. I know you're saying you won't.
No, I
know deep down, I think you would, bro.
I wouldn't, Drift. I'm not driving to Birmingham.
All right, even just pay over the odds then. Because it's the last one left, then you know that
maybe
person
slightly over the odds, but I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'm not going to go.
Like, say the toy's worth 100. Say the toy's worth 100. They'll charge you 150. Supply and demand. If you know that's what's going to make Stevie's whole year, You would do it, bro. I know you could say you wouldn't, but you would do it.
No, I wouldn't. And again, the reason why I wouldn't, obviously, you know, I don't even have to prove my love, you know, my love for my kids, but I want them growing up in a realistic world where they know sometimes you just can't get what you want.
I know, but Christmas is different though. It's magical, isn't it?
No, it's not, bro.
But it's for a kid. It is anyway.
It's not, because the message I'd send, like, and look, he might be upset.
No, remember, he doesn't know. Remember, he don't know you're doing all that. He just knows he's getting the toy that he really, really wanted.
No, he'll ask for the toy, and I'll say to him, yes or no. Like, it's as real as that. If I can't do it, I can't do it.
Fair enough. I'm telling you though, there are a bag of people that would do it, bro. So FSG, I'm not saying they should be dumb about it, but if that is the only player that Klopp believes can improve our midfield, if the owners truly want to win, even if you have to pay a bit more, which might seem stupid, do it. Virgil was only a 50 mil defender, you know. We paid 75 because we fucked up.
No, but at the same time, Drift, what if I told you, what if you said, Cal, I want to buy your smartwatch? And I say, Drift, I ain't selling it for any price. And you keep on throwing money at me, and I'm like, Drift, with all due respect, bro, I'm not selling this. What can you do?
Well, the difference between a watch and a person is I can't talk to the watch, because if we got in Bellingham,
no, but you can talk to me.
Make a little bit. If Bellingham kicks up a fuss, it becomes harder for Dortmund.
He's not going to that.
No, but I'm saying, and I'm not saying like be an arsehole, because I don't believe in that. I'm not coming to training and all that. I don't believe in all that. But if Bellingham sits down with the owners and he's like, look, please don't get in the way of my dream, and he starts to push the narrative of like, guys, I'm not going to be happy if I stay here, I think that they would come down slightly in their valuation, and we wouldn't get robbed to the level that maybe would make it embarrassing, kind of thing. Like maybe we'd get him for 100 instead of 120, whereas really he's only like a 60 million pound player. But you know, you got to find a middle ground on a team that don't want to sell, but you want him. And
so let me ask you a question, because again, you know, if it's a debate between who I want at the club more, FSG or Klopp, I'm always going with Klopp. But I've got to be fair here. Why should FSG? Why should Klopp go, Bellingham's the only player I want, and instead of paying 100 mil for him, or let's say 80 mil for him next summer, I want him now at 150 mil. If Dortmund are even willing to sell at that price, why can't the owners go back and say, why can't you find another player?
No, I agree with that. Because I was just about to say, if that's literally all Klopp wants, then he's being an idiot himself.
Yeah,
like there can't be only one footballer in the whole world that you believe that is good enough. That is really, really being like,
but that's my
OCD,
point. Because,
you know what I mean?
Because again, I think Jude's a phenomenal talent, but I genuinely believe there's about 5-6 centre midfielders out there we can get who are better than Jude Bellingham right now. Now I know what Bellingham could potentially do for the club.
I don't even know if I believe it's Bellingham we want that hard, you know, Cav. I'm being honest.
No, I get.
We still don't have concrete proof that it's Bellingham, you know.
Yeah, that's a point. Here's the thing: we all thought we had Werner wrapped up. We didn't, but you know what the difference was in that situation? We had alternatives. We had
the club has that. Well, Bellingham is the alternative. Tchouameni was the one we wanted.
Again, I don't even know about it. You know my thoughts on this Tchouameni thing. I believed it up until what I'm hearing Klopp say.
Anyway, let's bring in the next person. Glasgow Red, another guy who wanted to wait until Cal was here. What's going on, bro? You there?
Yeah, all right. I see you, John.
John, you caught us out there still. I rate that.
Rate John, you're elite. You're goated after that. Still. Is that the green? Is that the Patrick Berger one?
Patty Berger, mate.
Yeah. You win. I haven't even got a Liverpool top. My day's been hectic. I ain't even had a chance to get Liverpool.
No, but John's smart, because you might have put the shirt on where you knew John was coming in. John's smart. I like it. I rate it.
I fully rate it, John.
Yes.
I fully rate it.
What's happening, bro?
You win tonight.
Not that, guys. Not that. I'll explain the name first of all. The name change is a brand new channel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you got a channel. Hey, people, you heard that?
Come
John's
on.
got a channel.
John, you know you
I
got to
like-
send us a link for that so we can publicize it, right?
So it literally just a brand new channel. Waiting on a couple of things for our setup, and videos will be getting pumped out real fast.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I believe it as well. So with my grouse in hand, I say cheers to that, bro. Congratulations.
I'm on the water tonight.
Thank you very much.
I am right when I say that grouse is one of the top Scottish whiskies, right? I am correct in that.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to get that wrong either. So yeah.
Versus Scottish. What's the Irish one?
Is it Bells? Is Bells Scott?
Bells
Is that the Irish one? Bells, yeah.
The Irish one. I fucking rap. To be honest with you, I don't like it.
I'm not really a Bells drinker, too tough, but my granddad was a grouse man, and that's how I got into it. So yeah.
Nice man.
Grouse and ginger ale.
Prefer a bit of JD myself.
Oh, okay. I'm not a fan of the JD, you know. Yeah, I don't know.
Try JD with a bit of brew.
Okay. A little American drink with a Scottish twist there, yeah?
You try it, you'll love it. I guarantee you'll love it.
I do like Iron Brew. I do. But no, I had a bad experience with JD. And ever since then, I'm like, yeah. My stomach was like, no, don't be drinking that anymore. I was like, I'll listen. I'll listen to you.
Bit of JD and Iron Brew, you'll love it. Bit of lovely.
But no, where you go first though, bro?
But no, just in the midfield, I still believe we're going to stay in midfielder. Klopp didn't necessarily rule it out, did he?
I'm trying to remember the words he used. No, he didn't. He didn't exclusively say no.
I haven't seen it.
Been trying Jameson's.
Yeah, I haven't tried Jameson's. I haven't tried.
Try proper 12.
You know what? I need to get some proper 12 actually.
That's nice.
Sorry, Carl. I know you're thinking, yeah.
No, you guys speak your talk.
The Carl's like, yeah, I don't know what any of these.
No, I don't, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you. You know, you lot talk your talk, man.
Well, actually, what we're doing is we're giving away too much free promotion here. All of you guys, get in touch. You want to sponsor the channel? I'll talk up your thing all the time with these free promos these people are getting.
Sponsor the fucking channel. What do you think?
You know, that's what I'm saying. Grouse, you heard it here first. Holla at your boy. I'm still waiting on Magnum. So if anyone wants to have a little word with Rare Nephew and say, look, these boys drink it on the regs, come sponsor the channel. You know what I mean? Anytime.
No, but he didn't rule it out, Carl, did he?
Yeah, I know. Not expressly. No, he didn't.
I think there's something going to happen. Why would he come out and say in a press conference, I'm going to sign a midfielder? Because people know we're desperate for a midfielder.
Yeah,
right?
true.
People out and says we want to sign a midfielder. That ups the price.
That's true.
We can't say that.
He did also say though. He did also say in the press conference. Sorry to cut you. He did also say if we were going to sign or find a solution in the transfer market, we would have done it by now.
Yes, he did. He did. Was that to throw people off?
I hope so, but I don't think it is.
Fuck's sake, come on, be a bit more positive.
I'm trying to. This whole midfield thing's broken me this summer. Sorry, we're beating into your time, John. So it's broken me. It's broken me this summer.
There's the Nunez links. There's too much smoke.
I mean, is there? Pierce, Joyce, they've all shut it down.
Yes, but again, I've said before in the past, Who broke the Nunes deal? Who broke the Diaz deal?
Yeah, that's
Who
true.
broke the Thiago deal? When
True.
there was Joyce, Pierce, all of that regulars said it wasn't going to happen.
True. That's
So
true.
the last little transfers have came from journalists abroad. It hasn't come from Liverpool journalists.
Yeah, true.
That is a very fair point.
That is very valid.
It wasn't until the deal was pretty much agreed and announced that the likes of James Pearson that they came out and said it's going to happen.
Yeah.
James Pearce has actually batted away a lot of the transfers we've ended up signing. So,
before Allison, James Pearce battered away Allison.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't going to happen for months.
And Thiago as well. That was the one that stood out the most. But Pearce came out and categorically said we weren't trying to chase. But you know what? I think they do it on purpose. You're right, John. I think they do it to deflect the way for other teams to not know what we're up to in order for us to be able to do our business quietly. Because I don't remember a transfer that we've ever really, really made a lot of noise about other than the Thiago deal. And I think that's just because of how long it took for the deal to be sorted out. We do usually pretty much get the deal done within a week, maybe 14 days at the most of when we initially hear about the player. It's like all of a sudden it'll just be like bang, or it'll be like Jota or Fabinho or Diaz, where it just comes out of nowhere and all of a sudden he's a Liverpool player before we've even realized what's going on. So you never know. You never know.
I can't lie, John. You're gassing me up, and I don't want to get.
The only thing I will say is, 2 seconds, mate.
Yeah. I don't want to get sucked in, but he's making good point.
The only thing I will say is, could the Nunes links be a smokescreen to somebody else?
Maybe.
Like a Bellingham?
I'm almost. I would be willing to bet my house on Bellingham not coming to Liverpool this summer.
But Liverpool have already spoke. Liverpool has spoke to Dortmund already. That is fact. We've already spoke to Dortmund. We've already spoke to Bellingham himself.
Do you know what Bellingham could be, John? Bellingham could be one of them scenarios like we did with Naby Keita, where there is a possibility we could secure the deal this summer, but it will be for next year. That's probably the only way I think anything will be done this summer. Like what we did with Carvalho when we didn't get him in January, but we made sure we got it secured. Like what we did with Keita. That's the only thing I think maybe we might do with Bellingham. But I don't think he'll be a Liverpool player for the 22-23 season. I agree with Cal. I wouldn't.
We need I think we need to win the Dortmund right now and say, right, there's 80 million. Bang.
I think they laugh at us.
No,
Dortmund laugh at us.
You take 80 million just now and pay you the rest next summer.
We know, said that call was about 10 seconds. Jude, not available. Done.
Probably was, but the fact that Liverpool made the call shows that Liverpool are strongly interested in him.
I hope so. I hope so, man.
I don't know what you guys, obviously. Carl thinks it's not
I
going
just
to
don't
happen.
want to get hurt again. I just don't want to get hurt again.
One midfielder. We win the league.
Yes, facts. Obviously, it has to be a good one. I'm not just going to be like, it's any old midfielder.
A decent level. Of
Yeah.
It needs to be of a Nunes level or a Bella.
Yeah, like, but if we're one signing away.
You know what? Even a Madders, you know. I know some people don't agree with me, but even if we went and got James Maddison.
You're inconsistent for my liking.
Nah, but he's what we need, guys.
He's inconsistent.
If we couldn't get Nunes or Brella, I would take Madison. I would. But do not link me to fucking Tielemans.
No. Tielemans isn't our type of player, I don't think. I don't think he's got that engine that we need.
Tielemans, he barely missed the game.
No, but I just don't think he's got the engine. He's a good player.
He's not
I just don't know if he's got the engine, Cal.
He's dead.
I don't know. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If he came into our midfield, he'd probably still improve it though. I can't deny that. So
league. What do you win as a league? I don't think he does.
Who, Tillemans? I think Tillemans comes in. I think we win the league with him.
Do you?
Yeah.
Enough.
Set pieces, shooting, assists. I think we win the league with him.
Right, but then you could say I've seen about is James Ward-Prowse.
Nah.
You say he's James Ward-Prowse is probably the best set piece taker.
Nah, he's the best set piece taker, but apart from that, I think the rest of his game is pretty average.
But at his age, would he not add what Henderson used to add? Because I think he can do the job Henderson used to do when Henderson was in his prime.
I disagree.
I don't like him as a player.
It's a tough one. Here's what the problem is, guys. Yeah, and obviously we'll let you go in a sec, John. What I think it is if I said to both of you right now, you're gonna win the lottery, but you're only gonna win the lottery one time in your life. You would not want the day you won the lottery to be when it was only $100,000 jackpot, because you know you've missed out on the opportunity for it to have been a time when it was £100 million jackpot, right? And I think that's what the problem is. If you go and sign a Tillemans, the problem becomes he's the $100,000 jackpot because he's then a Liverpool player for the next 5 years. And then we missed the chance to get the midfielder who would have been the £100 million midfielder. That's what the problem is. Do you get what I mean?
Can I rebuttal that, Drift?
Oh, I'll take it on the ground all day long.
That's what, same. But
no, you would, but not if you knew the following week was going to be 100 million, though. Do you get what I mean?
I hear that, difference. I hear that. But how many centre midfielders we losing next summer?
3, maybe.
Yeah, we need one before we lose 3.
We're going to lose at least 4, I think.
But they're all going for free, so money's still going to be an issue.
Precisely. So you see, Tillemans might be a starter this season. What's it like? 25 mil for Till? I'm sorry, that shouldn't take away from you being able to get Bellingham next summer when Milner, Naby, and Ox will go, and potentially Curtis Jones on loan.
Bloody hell, I'm on board. I'm on board. I'm a smart man. You don't even need to talk anymore. I'm on board. You're right. Yeah, you're right. 25 mil for Tillemans does not dip into Bellingham money.
This is again why I'm so
high. And if it does,
on
that's on FSG, right?
Exactly. There we go. But this is why I'm so high on the Núñez deal. Núñez is apparently only around 35 mil. For me, that doesn't stop you getting Bellingham next summer.
Why would you say Taylor was 25 million? But we didn't go in for
Basuma.
Oh, don't, John. That's the one that pays me.
Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense.
I don't want to get hurt again.
People said he wanted Arsenal because he was hard to find. He went to fucking Tottenham.
I said this.
That was a little bullshit.
25 mil for Eves Basuma. Sorry.
Easy 25 million. If we went in and paid 25, we would have got him.
Oh, easily.
That's the one transfer this summer I do not understand.
Look, let's not go down that rabbit hole, man. But John, please send us over the link so we can promote the channel for you, bro. Send that over. We'll get that in the chat and definitely help you. And big up for that, man. Big up for that as always, man.
Well, do guys. Hector and Sam is on as always. Respect, Cal. I love to see the T-shirt back next week.
I will be next week. It will be.
But I'll send you a link on I'll send Cal a link on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah. Do that,
I
man.
got you, bro.
And and even post it in the chat as well, bro. Even post it in the chat and let the people know as well, bro.
Respect, guys. Much love,
man. Big up, bro. Big up, bro.
Big up.
Yeah, I'm fully on board, Cal. Tillemans for 25 million.
I suppressed it.
Bro, I stopped thinking about that.
You know when you suppress a bad situation or trauma, it's just been resurfaced, Drift.
Yeah.
Man.
Like when a hypnotist says the word that will trigger you. You know them ones. Eves. What the
Eves.
fuck?
No.
Man turns into Ashy Larry out of nowhere, bro.
Drift, just think about it. Basuma 25 mil, Tillerman's 25 mil. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Nunes 35 mil. But I'm gonna be real with you. I just see Roms in the chat as well. Shout out to Roms. I see Bellingham as sick, yeah. But bro, we could have sorted out our centre midfield for 60 mil with Nunes and Basuma this summer.
Yeah.
But if we went and got Nunes and Basuma in one summer, is anyone right here sitting here complaining about anything? Because all I'm gonna say, if anyone complains, I'm gonna be like, we'll get the winger next summer. It's fine.
And the mad
if we want
thing is,
Bellingham next summer, we'll get him. It's fine.
I know they're different types of players, but I don't even think there's much of a discrepancy quality-wise between Basuma and Bellingham, if I'm being completely honest with you.
With all due respect to Bellingham, I think Basuma right now is a better player than Bellingham is right now.
This is what I'm saying, bro. So we might even be going for the wrong option.
Oh, Jody, Gravenberch too. Oh, the pain.
Yeah. I think Gravenberch wanted Munich though to make it feel a bit better. Like I think that was one of them ones where like he had his heart set on it.
20 mil Drift. 20
I mean, bro, before he went Madrid, we should have jumped on Camavinga as well, bro.
No more. Someone please call 911. Tell them I just been shut down. Oh, Drift, man. Do you remember I was on there screaming about Camavinga before we went Real Madrid?
Yeah, I know, bro.
But
Yeah.
any one of those four midfielders, and right now we're not even having this conversation. We're talking about movies and rap songs and all that right now. Just doing random shows. Oh man.
Let's get the you know what? That's the best way to put it. The anguish.
The anguish. Oh,
you know, you gotta draw for them big words, bro, when you're feeling a certain way. It's the anguish, bro. Madness. But yeah, let's bring in the next caller.
Oh, that knocked me for 6.
J boy, what's going on, bro?
Can you guys hear me? Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah. What's happening? Oh, there you
go. What up, guys? How you guys doing?
What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, today's my debut, my first.
I know. I was gonna say first
I was
time.
gonna say, big up, bro. Big up.
Drifty, my man. I've been a fan since the football banter show. There's this rant. There's this rant Drifty made when we lost the Champions League final about Luis Carrios. Trust me, that rant was underrated, man. Drifty was really, really mad.
Yeah, but I had to cut some stuff out of that as well, bro. I would have been cancelled, bro.
I feel it. So, I mean, I watch club conference the other time. I'm gonna be real with you guys. We're not signing no midfielder. Just forget about that. We're not signing midfielder. I think Klopp and FSG, they have a plan for Liverpool, and I think that plan is next season. Because I had a rumor that we might likely sign Leroy Sané and the midfielder. And if you look at it, when you get to next summer, Henderson, Salah, they'll be in their late 30s. So I feel like it's a new revolution. They'll start, recruiting younger players. And I think Bellamy, what's his name again? The guy from Dortmund,
Bellingham, yeah.
Yeah, and other players too could be in that plan. So let's just see and watch. All we can do right now is to support the team and support club, And don't be surprised. Probably January we might buy a midfielder because that's how we do the time of Luis Diaz. You see, the moment Tottenham trying to step in, immediately Liverpool just snap him up. So let's just have faith. I know the frustration. Even me too. I'm frustrated. I need a center midfielder, but let's just hang on to the best we have for now, and hopefully Thiago, Ox, they'll be back. But I think the plan will be next season. We're not sending no midfielder. Just forget about this season. And to be honest with you, I can't wait for this window to be over. I'm sick and tired going over Twitter, reading fake news and all that. Like, let this transfer window be over and let's just get on. That's it. So,
Jay, you're killing me, bro.
Bob, I'm not gonna lie, Jay. You see what you just said? I was talking with a couple man just yesterday about this. Just close the window. Just close the window. Like, this is doing my nut.
Yeah,
just close the window. We're not getting anybody. Just seal our fate. Let it be. No, just shut the window. I agree.
Yeah,
with you,
just
bro.
shut the window. I'm sick and tired of going to my Twitter today, Nunes, next tomorrow, Nunes. No, let it just end up. Just forget about midfield. We're not signing nobody. I think the plan is next season. Liverpool has. If you look at what Klopp said if we wanted to sign a midfielder, we would have done that a long time ago. So that's a wrap. We're not signing nobody. Just forget about that. So
next summer FC, man.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Where my heart used to be.
I'm so cold. I'm so
fine.
But big up yourself as well, bro. Thanks for making your debut. And make sure you jump on again, man. Make sure you jump on again, bro.
No problem. Looking forward towards that, man.
Yeah. Big up. And thanks for supporting from Banter Days as well, bro. Big up for that.
Man, trust me, it's been a long time, man. I've been following you guys, you and Matt, then there's this guy with the beers. What's his name again?
Oh, Gaz.
Yeah.
Man,
that shit was dope, man. You guys were awesome.
Yeah, no, big up for that, bro. Big up, man.
And you guys are amazing. Man, you guys are smart, very intelligent, drifty, Kai. You guys are awesome. Trust me.
I appreciate that, man. Love, bro.
Problem.
See you next week, man. Big up, bro.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
You too,
Big up. Yeah, humbling, man. That's
the one thing I will say, I know people look back on the Diaz one and go, like we may be able to get centre midfield in January because we got Diaz. I genuinely believe we only went for Diaz in January because we knew Mane was going.
Yeah, I reckon. I think Jamrock is right when he says Diaz was pushed forward by 6 months because of Tottenham, but that was who we were already targeting to replace Mane. I agree with that.
I personally feel if Mane said he wasn't leaving, I don't know if we would have pushed it forward, even if
we wouldn't have signed him.
Yeah, even if Tottenham,
we would have let him go to Tottenham, and
Yeah.
then you got to explain to me whether that's on Klopp or FSG. But we'll have that conversation another time because we got to bring the people in.
Yeah.
One thing I will ask you though, bro, well, what Jay said that was quite interesting. He thinks that we'll get Sane and Bellingham next summer and we're done for now. Even though we don't want to just throw away a year or waste a year.
Still.
I'm not gonna lie. If that was what we did next summer,
that's tasty still. If we get Bellingham and Sane in one window, I might bleach still and try and join the light. I might have to bell up vibes with some cake soap still. You're gonna see dark knuckles and light skin everywhere else, bro.
What you say, man? If me have to bleach, me have to reach.
I mean, wash your face with the cake soap. Nah, again, Sane Bellingham in one window would be mad. It would.
That is a naughty window. I can't even lie. That is a naughty window.
It is, but you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna sound so spoiled, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why not Nunes this summer then, just to tie us over?
I know, but it's all about how much we've got in the kitty, isn't it?
All right, this is where it is, Drift. I've got an analogy I think you'd be proud of. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's my birthday. The missus has gone, Cal, I'm going to take you out for your favorite meal. But it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Reservation's not till 7. I'm hungry now. I'm not going to go and eat a massive meal. My little bun and cheese will hold me down now. Your warmed up hardo bread will hold me down now. A patty and cocoa. A patty without the cocoa bread.
But I was gonna say a patty and cocoa bread. And you're not eating dinner, bro.
Yeah.
You're done,
but a cheesy beef patty will hold me down until 7, innit?
That's still pastry. I'll say go for a salad.
No, man. I ain't eating a salad.
Pastry.
Rasta man, I'm not salad. I can still planting, you know.
Bro, pastry will take away the hunger still.
But
but you're right. You are right. That is a good analogy. You're right.
Bun and cheese, man.
Yeah. Just to make sure I can concentrate on the drive up there. I can't drive hungry.
Yeah.
You're not yourself when you're hungry. You know them ones. You thump someone up for cutting you off. You're like, what happened, Cal? Hungry,
Bob, another one, Bruno Zabiri. No, who said it? Did someone say Bruno Gomes? We could have got him as well.
Don't. The man's about to tear out the Premier League for Newcastle, you know.
Oh, could have got him as well. Oh, go on, bro. Get the next one in. The pain.
Hey, he's been patiently waiting as always. Man's ballied up in that. I'm scared.
Zabiri.
Yo,
what's going on, bro? What's
let me
going
say
on,
what
bro?
your man afraid to say, yo.
Man said,
You hear
no
me good?
face, no case.
Yo, boy, Cal Neto on me, yo. Nah, for real. Disrespectfully and respectfully. He ain't saying that, and I didn't say. I've been saying that for like a year now. FSG and all day. Whether that is Klopp out, that's for you, man, to debate. The way Klopp got you, man, debating FSG funds. You know what I'm saying? We know FSG got funds. We've been know this. Klopp had us in the dark, like, yeah, I ain't gonna really spill it, because if I spill it, they're gonna be onto man still. Yeah, nah, no less of that. But I'm not Klopp out though. Klopp out. I'm not Klopp out. But what he's saying is madness. You know why? I've been said that, and he was on that FSG out thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people was on the FSG out thing, and I just say, yo, check Klopp. Just check Klopp. And all everybody started doing was looking at Klopp and was like, yeah, nah, bun this man. But I didn't say check him to bun him. I just say, yo, check him. That's all I said. Check his ID. If he ain't got his ID, I didn't say throw him out. I just say, yo, check his ID. Is he valid on these streets? That's all I said. Is he valid on these streets? I mean, he may not be on certain streets. Clearly, he's not valid on Calnet or Army streets. He's valid on my street. You know what I'm saying? But check him. That's all I said. You know what I mean? But what I wanted to talk to you, man, about was the captaincy. Now, hear me out. We got a lot of captains in the squad. VVD doing his thing for Holland. I think Robbo doing his thing. A lot of other men doing their thing. But none of them is close to what Gerrard was. And I think the closest to that is Hendo. But let's be honest. Hendo's past his time and his prime. So who do we hand it off to? I'm not going to say VVD. He's too calm. Give it to VVD, we might end up 7-2. You know what I'm saying? Give it to Robbo, we might be headless chicken, just mad energy, no thought process. We got to be real strategic to who we give it to. I'm a champion Trent. Bad boy energy. Headbutting Germans out here. You know what I'm saying? Bad boy energy. I'm going to say give it to Trent. Make a statement. What you man saying? Yo, I can see Trent slapping Curtis, you know. Yo, who you think you are? Pass the ball, big man. Yo, Trent, don't sleep on Trent. I'm telling you right now, son.
You know, look, let me pause your time to bring, because I got to compose myself.
So, bro, you ain't catch you've gone, man.
So here's what we do, yeah. If we give it to Trent, I'm not saying Trent can't be a captain, but what I'm saying is Trent does have his moments where he needs to be told. If he's the captain, no one can't tell him nothing, bro. So what happens then?
All right, stick up in Drifty, and I came prepared. You see this shit Klopp doing right now? Trent ain't having it.
But they're not buying a midfielder and all that kind
Trent
of
is the guy. I'm telling you. I look at the way Klopp talked to every man on that field. Trent give him a side eye. Mine just like, what can I do? What can I say?
That's the scouse, bro. That's what that is, bro.
I don't know what that is, but we need that today. I'm telling you. I feel like Trent will run out on that press conference and be like, will you say we ain't doing what? No, you gotta fix that up. You want to go bite this up? You want to go bite this up? The fans out there, I'm telling you right now, Trent is what we need to make sure everything is good between FSG and Klopp. Because if it was FSG, Trent would have been like, I'm is playing us. Klopp is there. He's like, yo, you see when I get this armband? I see it in Trent's eyes. He'd be like, yo, you see when I get this armband, big man? All right, enough said. I'm telling you, enough said. So you don't think he's ready? Yo, check out Trent when he doesn't do nothing in the game, like have a man jumping over his back, not doing his defensive thing, and watch Klopp talking to him, and watch a look Trent give him. Go play them back. Klopp just put his hand in his pocket, shake his head, and walk away. Go sit down. No, I had this debate. I forgot. I think it was on Grizz channel. We had this debate, and I don't think it was going in.
Big up Grizz, by the way.
big up Grizz. We have some legendary chats over there. And Steve was saying, yo, Trent ain't working on his defense in training. Which manager you know got a guy giving him zero effort in moments of the game and don't work on that in the training ground? I'm gonna put it right now. Trent is one of them guys. He ain't doing that. Well, we go, man. Work on headers. You nut. I'm gonna go practice these free kicks. Trent, you out of position. Yo, I'm gonna be on this edge of the box to whip something in. What you telling me? Oh, Hendo gonna whip it in? Naby gonna whip it in? Nah, I'm gonna be right here. You need somebody to whip this in. I'm right here. Who gonna put these crosses in? Salah? Nah, he's taking on 4 or 5 men. Nah, I'm gonna be here whipping these crosses in. Oh, Trent, you ain't supposed to cross that. Yo, allow me, big man. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, we need Trent as the next captain. That's all I'm saying. And
you know, I can't even argue with it. Still, I can't even argue with it.
And I say all that to say, Drift, you was right, man, with the Fab and the Hendo thing. But it just brings a question: who's gonna captain us during those switching moments? And like I said, Van Dijk, it's not like he's too calm, but yo, he's too cool for school, man. Like I see him out there, he's vocal, but I think like they feed off his energy. Like, yeah, nah, we ain't gonna really kill ourselves because homeboy only doing 10%. But we know Van Dijk 10% is like some man 110%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're in the midfield putting in that 10% like a Ox or them Curtis, yo, it don't really work because you're not VVD. And then if you give it to Robbo is on 200. Every man can be on 200. we seen Keita getting injured on 5% in warm up. Some men can't afford that 200. So Robbo will burn out the whole team, but I think Trent is the right balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I can't even argue. I can't even argue with that.
Nah, because I came prepared. Because a lot of people like, he's gonna be on Trent. He's FSG and clap out. Nah, I'm telling you, I'm deep in football, man. I know a lot of men sign a new contract, got to cut their hair just to get the contract. Nah, man. I'm a rebel. That's Trent right there, man. Big locks energy. Big locks
Oh, rebel.
Yo, you think Clark can bench Trent? You got to sleep in that stadium. I'm telling you right now. Bench which Trent? Yo, I'm not trying to put this out there, but I think Trent took homeboy Ramsey out to eat, and man just came back from dinner injured. Yeah, you guys say big man. Let's get something to eat. Let me tell you a few things. Oh, you pulled your hammy. Oh no. Loud Trent. You know what I'm saying? Loud Trent. But nah, we gotta have a talk about the captain because I think Hendo's on a high, and I'd rather see him out on a high versus catch him on like a freaking slip against Tottenham or something. You know what I mean? So we got to let these players go on a high. Mane wasn't the highest of his high, but at least he went at a good time. Milner should have been left. 2018 Champions League. That's when Milner should have left. So I feel dude energy and dude chat about keeping Milner. But yo, he got a system and FSG got faith in him. If you don't like it, man, you can just go rewatch some of them old 04 and 07 Liverpool games, man, when Manchester City was dogging us. Because I'm going to be honest, until 2018, I ain't see a lot of Liverpool fans. Yeah. I don't see no man with a Liverpool kit. To the point where I didn't even want to buy a Liverpool kit. You know what I'm saying? And now I regret not buying a Steven Gerrard Liverpool kit. So I don't know what that dude's on, but all I said was check man ID, not go shake him down. That's all I said. But yo, you remember me well.
Love is always, G.
Love is always, man.
Big up, G. Big up.
He's such a legend.
I'm telling you, and he makes a lot of sense, brother. I can't even lie.
Was 23 or 24 when he got the 23, I think, when he got the captain's armband.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Up until now, I've not thought about it. The problem I'd have with, all right. So here's my thing: if Trent gets the captain's armband, you play him in midfield.
You took the next part of the conversation.
You playing.
I am not opposed to Trent being a midfielder now, and I'll tell you why. I've watched so many positions of his heat map, right? And I'm a firm believer that the position that he plays on the pitch. I'm a firm believer.
Down, you know.
I'm a firm believer that the position he plays on the pitch it's beautiful because he doesn't take up another position, which means it's almost like having an extra weapon on the pitch. And I do still believe that. But, Cal, there's one thing about Trent that does bother me ever so slightly when it just comes to the fine margins. And that is moments like the Champions League final. Moments like when he got beaten at the back post by Mitrovic.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying take him out of playing right back. No. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I don't think the right back needs to be as creative if Trent is playing midfield. So I also see the logic in doing that. And if you go and get me Hakimi, or if you go and get me
Hakimi from PSG,
yeah, we might as well, innit? Let's go all in.
Right,
or if you go and get me anybody of that ilk to be the right back, then I am perfectly okay with the midfield becoming Flacco, Thiago, and Trent. 100%. Because Trent, hear me out when I say this, you might think I'm crazy. I think Trent in that midfield with practice could be even better than Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, you've gone too far, man.
No, I haven't. I think he's. I actually believe his range of passing, his vision. I think he could go on and be like.
Gone too far, Drift, man. Kevin was born like this, bro.
Yeah, I said what I said. That's
I
my
know,
scout.
but Kevin was born like this.
Yeah, but I don't care if you're born in the dark. We can adapt.
I know, but
I know we won't have the dynamism in terms of the box-to-box running, but I'm talking about the creativity. You see that creativity, bruv, he is more than capable of matching or be. And when I say above, I don't mean leaps and bounds. Kevin De Bruyne is almost at the top, like he's what 95 out of 100%.
De Bruyne is the nearest thing I've seen to Gerrard in my life.
But I think that's what Trent could be in that position with his passing ability. Bruv, I truly believe it. I truly believe it, bro. So
I love Trent. And look, you know what? Shout out to Mark Hay. He asked a valid question. Is Trent press resistant?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah. Even if he doesn't run his way out, he'll pass his way out. He is press resistant.
Right, fair enough.
I believe.
Yeah, that one.
Like I said, I don't believe he'll have the box-to-box capability of De Bruyne. I'm talking about the creativity part. If he is an advanced midfielder in our team, in my opinion, his passing is better than De Bruyne's.
I'll be honest, at 23 years old, De Bruyne was still doing a Mazza in midfield, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think he was doing anywhere near the same level of what Trent has been doing in his position at that age.
At Wolfsburg, he was doing a madness drift.
Not to the level Trent's doing it at.
Drift at Wolfsburg, he was doing a madness.
No, he was a brilliant player. That's why he got a £50 million move. Trent has gone above and beyond for his age what he's doing. Like for me, there's not much in it. But for me, Trent's passing is better.
Maven, you just said Kevin ain't press resistant. Come on now. I saw Kevin running through our midfield a couple times when we played against them. Virgil's hair was out of place and Virgil had to trip man up. When was the last time we saw Virgil purposely take a yellow card?
Do you know what though? I'm not gonna lie though, you know, bro. I don't necessarily think Kevin De Bruyne. A couple of people have said Foden and Bernardo were the ones who were more press resistant. I'd probably agree with that. As in, I think Kevin De Bruyne is a phenomenal.
Yes.
Kevin De Bruyne is a phenomenal player. I have seen Kevin De Bruyne easily rattled though. If it's not going City's way, I've seen Kevin De Bruyne rattled. You can't necessarily but that's because Man City don't often get got at.
Yeah,
but if you're a player who's rattled when your team's being got at, are you really press resistant?
Yes.
Because it didn't matter how rattled Barcelona were, Xavi still wasn't rattled. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but that Xavi's not press resistant, bro. Xavi is press immune, bro.
No, but this is the point I'm making, though, bro. Like,
I've got the antibodies for press, like.
No, but this is the point I'm making. Kevin De Bruyne does get rattled if Man City are rattled. So maybe he's not as press resistant as you think he is.
Drift, to compare him to Xavi is very unfair, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. People say he's the best in the world, so it's not that far fetched of a comparison.
No, he's the best in the world now, but Xavi wasn't real.
No, I know. I think he might be the best central midfielder I've ever watched.
Like, Xavi wasn't there's videos of the ball not even being passed to Xavi yet, and he's looking around 8 times before he receives the ball. Like, that's not human. Your neck's not meant to be able to do that. He's not real. Kevin's something else, man.
I still think that Trent has got the ability to be more creative. And again, because Kevin's so high, I'm not talking leaps and bounds. I do truly believe that Trent in the midfield, give him a year or two to adapt to how to play the role differently. But I'm talking about his passing ability, his creativity from right back, just being tuned into the midfield. I think the sky's the limit for Trent in that regard, because what that would do is that would give him no more defensive responsibility beyond just being, doing what he's supposed to do at the moment he's supposed to do it. So if he's not spending all that time sprinting back and doing all of that part of his game, and he can more concentrate on being in the middle of the park, just imagine how creative he could be, bro. Because again, people are going to take this like too far left, which is why when you say things, it's sort of sometimes like, I wish I didn't say that. Kevin De Bruyne can't pass as well with his weaker foot, I believe, as Trent. I believe Trent has got better passing off of his weaker foot.
Long range, I don't know about short range.
But he doesn't need to do short range passing, but surely he's capable. If you can hit a 40-yarder with your weak foot, you can hit a 10-yarder with your weak foot. Do you know what I mean?
Not necessarily, Drift, because there's an argument to say passing shorter range can be harder because the weight of the pass has to be so precise. Whereas
surely it's got to be a better weight of pass when it's long.
Not necessarily, because the person who's receiving has slightly longer to deal with the ball coming. Whereas if you're, let's say, for example, you're in a tight space and you made to make a reverse pass or cut through a defense, to get perfectly weighted is very, very difficult. So they're two very different skills. I wouldn't say one's better than the other, but I'd in terms of the skill level. But I think if Kevin De Bruyne is on the edge of the box, for example, and the ball falls to him, and I need him to get the ball to a striker and a low block with his weaker foot, I'm banking on him more than Trent. But if I'm in the right back position, I need to get the ball from right back to Luis Diaz on the weaker foot, then I'm going with Trent.
That's fair enough. But I would personally say Trent has a better weaker foot. If you just made me make a decision. Who's got a better weaker foot? I would say Kevin's probably got a better shooting capability off his weak foot, but I would say Trent's got a better passing capability off his weak foot. That's just me. People can disagree if they want, but I don't know, man. I think Trent could be a beast in midfield.
Shout out to Imran. He said Xavi had no bones in his neck. Man used to do 360 degrees for 90 minutes straight. It was like Exorcist. Man's the Exorcist, isn't it? Just neck's always swiveling.
And you know what's mad? And again, I know it's a wild take, and I can take it. But I remember a lot of things I've said that people thought were wild until it came true. So let's just remember this conversation if I ever end up.
Oh, bro, I hope you're right, bro. I don't know. Kevin.
And I mean, there's a lot of things that people said I was wild on, and I'm not. And I've never said anything. I just leave it. But
you have got stuff wrong as well, though.
Yeah. I have. Everybody's, it can't get everything right, bro. But I'll probably say I'm about a 70-30. I'm about 70. 65.
60-40.
65-35. 65-35. But yeah, let's bring in the next caller because I know it's getting late where he is. Man like Tom Mizzy, what's going on, bro?
Big up, guys. Big up. Cal, just want to say happy belated. It's your birthday last week.
Oh, bless you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to Matt taking over last week.
Yes.
Big up to him.
Yeah. It was his birthday last week. As well.
Yeah.
And last week was my vacation. I'm not gonna lie. The result was a downer. I have to say, because I was on a holiday that game. So after the game, I just had a 2 hour stroll at night, just to distract myself. But
No,
it's all good now. It's all good. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not having a jersey, but this is what I get from Singapore. So
nice.
Oh yeah, I remember you was gonna go to the
new
club
top.
shop, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up.
I have to say, I feel like a kid in a toy store, because it's an official store, and I feel like I want to get not just one, but a lot of things that are over there. Funny
Yeah,
enough,
so
there's an item. It's called Klopp's clock. I have no idea what it is, and this customer asking me, and I've told him I have no idea what it is, so I have to check that out.
What was
Klopp's clock? Did you say?
Yeah. Like I think it's a time or something.
I
don't know
have
if it's
no
a thing.
idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know where he get that from, but I need to check that out. So yeah, I just want to talk two things. One thing is, do you think that the Super League is already begun, even though it's not official? Because what I look at is, you see two super teams in the Premiership, which is us and City, and then the German. I don't know. I know there's an argument saying that Bayern is all conquering team over there, but you could say there's no competition. France, PSG, probably one off, probably Nice, and some other top four, but PSG is still the one team that people look up. Spain, La Liga, Barca, and Real, their so-called heritage, and then Barca, they're still picking up players. So you could argue that they're up in the mix. And Italy, probably you could see why the brother over there, the Juve, is a president, and he's been crying for the reform of the Champions League and whatnot. So I see that it's already begun, but it's just that it's not official. So I'd like to know your thoughts on it. And yeah, and another thing is non-football related. I don't know if you watch Mortal Kombat, but because there's the animated one. I have to say it's quite brutal and violent. I don't know if you've watched the first one.
No, I didn't even know there was an animated one. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, you need to check it out. But for Cal, I need if you watch that one, I think you need to isolate yourself from the kids because it's so brutal. yeah, because they just released the new one 2 days ago. But I just want to know what's your favorite character in that franchise. For me, it's that ninja, the purple one, where he has that lightning, like the Raiden, the Thunder God. So he has the ability to strike the dome. So I like to know you guys apart from Sub-Zero. Apart from Sub-Zero, yeah.
Oh, that's my guy, bro. That's what I was just about to say, bro. Sub-Zero,
yeah.
That's my guy.
But Sub-Zero, there's two, There's the younger one, the oldest one.
Yeah.
The
Do you know
one.
I've totally got lost in like all of the this, that, and the third, and I
yeah,
watched the movie.
The new ones, the new characters, yeah. But the OG ones, the OG ones, if you could
okay,
remember.
of the OG ones,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the first, cool. Yeah. So those are just my questions today. So I'd like to hear you guys, and big up, smash the likes, and I'll see you guys again.
Big up as always, G. Big up
bro.
as always, man. Big up. Well, yeah, Sub-Zero is my favorite.
Sub-Zero is mine as well. I bet. Coincidentally,
like in terms of like characters that have been made in general, Spider-Man, Sub-Zero, and Ryu. Like my three favorite characters of all time in terms of like no matter what it is, like just as their creation.
Sorry to cut you. What is it with Spider-Man? Like he is like Stevie and Robbie.
Bro, he's just and do you want to know the most dumbest thing about it, bro? Is that I have an arachnophobia. Make it make sense, bro.
Well, for a start, Drift, he's not real, innit?
No, but the point is, you'd think I would hate him just because he's an animal that I don't, or an insect, or no, actually, I don't even know if he's an insect. He's an arachnid. I don't even know if it even comes under the category of no, because I was talking to someone, they were like, a spider's not actually an insect, or something like anything that's got 8 legs is no longer an insect, it's an arachnid or something like that. There's like a different term for it. I don't know, bro. Whatever that's like, all I know is they're aliens, bro. 8 legs and 21 eyes. That's not whatever it is, that's an alien. But yeah, I don't know, make it make sense, innit?
Oh boy,
make it make sense. Even I don't know, like right there, it's an alien, bro. It's
Stevie he loves Spider-Man. Like him and Robbie, they love Spider-Man.
I think Spider-Man, along with Batman, Superman,
crazy.
I'll say Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man are probably the most iconic superheroes of all time. Like I would say, I don't know if I'm right on that, but I would probably say Batman. Yeah, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I would say they're the most iconic superheroes of all time. I know the Marvel franchise started to bring a few others to the front, like Hulk, Iron Man. Yeah, like maybe now a lot more people might be like in love with a few of those, but like from the comic book era, yeah, I would say it's those. But if I can't use Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat, then it would either be Raiden or Scorpion. Scorpion is a G. Like I'm not even gonna lie. He's an absolute G. And obviously Raiden, if you can teleport and use lightning, you know what I always loved about Sub-Zero is just the ability to freeze people. I just thought that was just like such a cool thing to be able to do. But if you can't freeze people, electrocuting people will be the next best thing, right? Surely. So
yeah.
Because the thing is, you can electrocute people on the low, but you see with Scorpion, you can't set people on fire. That's gonna cause a scene. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so don't want to leave nothing behind.
Yeah, I could just walk up behind some, just shot the shit. You know what I mean? It'd be like tasing them, bro. If I set man on fire, that's a whole load. You know what I mean? Make man piss himself, but but yeah, and in terms of the Super League question, it's mad, bro, because
the way Barca are moving, it seems like they're already in one, bro.
Bro, the other day, did you hear about this whole thing where they're trying to like make one without English teams? Like a lot of the foreign teams are like, bun England. They want to do a Brexit Champions League, innit? Like they're jealous of the fact that we got all this money. But let's be real, nobody is investing in a tournament that doesn't have the teams that have the most wealth. That's just not how things go, innit?
You never know, Drift, because they might. After I'm seeing what Barcelona are doing, nothing's impossible, man. Nothing's actually impossible.
Yeah, they sold more shares today, innit? Or they got another sponsor.
Mad. It's beyond mad now. It's beyond mad. Like they're actually, it's beyond mad. Like what they're doing is crazy. They don't mind selling everything in this. Like they will sell the flipping training complex if they have to.
You know what though? It is going to come back to bite them. I don't know if people will think this is. I don't know if people think this is a similar comparison, but on the Marvel thing, it's quite ironic. All them years ago, when Marvel didn't have any money, and they sold the rights to a lot of other people, to a lot of their characters to others, like they sold X-Men to Fox, and they sold Spider-Man to Sony and all that because they needed to make money. What happened when they finally got their shit together, Cal? They were like, fuck, what are we going to do? We can't use those characters anymore because even though we invented them, we don't own them anymore. We don't own the rights anymore. So Barcelona can sell off all these rights thinking it's all right. But if they do get back to a certain level that they want to get back to, but all of these people have a stake in their club and own all these parts of their club, it could come back to bite them, bro. So they can do all these things they're doing, but it might not work out too tough in the end. So I don't know, man. It still could come back and bite them what they're doing. It could be fully legit. And even though we think it seems dodgy, it is legit, but it could still come back and bite them in the future. So
very true.
Because I would hate if I heard Liverpool have got someone over here owns 20% of us with this, someone over here, because you start thinking, right, you're diluting the club. Yeah. And all these people now have all these rights to things, and I don't know, you know what I mean?
So I'm seeing a lot of Nunes talk in the chat, guys. I want to get hurt. Just tell me if it's real. just tell me if it's real.
Hold on. Personal terms for Nunes agreed. I don't believe that. Bergen Nips is it saying welcome to Nunes. Look, actually, let's get through some of these supers real quick before we bring it up. Guys, backstage, thanks for waiting patiently, guys. Jamrock here, big up yourself. It's clear as day midfielders were discussed this off-season, but the hold-up is whoever those midfielders or midfielders are currently not available. Yeah, we must have. I agree with that as well, because otherwise we wouldn't have tried to get through many. Sam Max says we'll get top 4, but nothing else. Woo! Just bringing the mood down a bit there.
I agree.
Oh shit. LFC 78 says, Laz, I agree that Klopp is making a massive mistake by neglecting the midfield. But one thing no one is talking about is maybe FSG have given Klopp a midfield budget and Jude takes it all up. Bro, that's what we spoke about, ironically, when I said to you, like, what if that's the reason why he won't buy anybody now, because he knows it means he can't go and get Jude. So
if that's the case, then again, not trying to back up FSG, but why haven't Ward and Klopp then sold Ox and Cater then?
Maybe because nobody wants them, bro. If I'm being
why did we wait till this year to sell them as opposed to selling them last year when we did have suitors?
That's a good point, but maybe at that point they didn't know who they could replace them with.
That's why, but we say we're told, should I say, we operate 3-4 transfer windows ahead.
Yeah, but we know that's a lie.
So why are we telling lies then?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. LFCR again, which then makes FSG the problem. We don't know. Yeah. Right. And LF is back again. It's not entitlement, it's having standards. That's what you were saying, Cal. So to be fair, he's agreeing with you. But I still think entitlement can come into it. Do you know what I mean?
For me, if someone said we should be guaranteed to win the league every season, then that for me is entitlement. Which I do.
Is that not kind of how a lot of fans do act, though? Like, we gotta win the league, man. If we don't win the league, then we're shit.
Well, I mean, we only won it once in the last 30 years, bro. Like,
that's the point I'm making, bro. Maybe we should be a little bit more happy and a lot less. I don't know.
Once in 30 years? I'm sorry, that's not the life I
want.
No.
We should be winning it more than that. But what I'm saying is maybe that should give us a reality check that what Klopp did was pretty much a miracle.
It wasn't a miracle.
I think winning the league. I think winning the league with Man City the way they are, Pep with how good he is. I think you could not a miracle, but I think it was bloody out of the ordinary.
It wasn't a miracle.
No,
the way we did it was miraculous, but it wasn't a miracle. We've shown we can go toe-to-toe with City, so it's not a miracle if we beat them.
No, not a miracle, but I think it was a bloody big achievement.
Of course it was, but 1920, what was the overarching factor that season? Most of our best players stayed fit throughout the whole season. It's an anomaly because we saw the opposite the season after where most of our players didn't stay fit. Therefore, if you have a squad, you give yourself the best chance of winning, which is what we're asking for now.
Or everyone in the squad at that time was young and more robust, and that's why we're doing the Harveys and we're doing the Cavalios and all the younger guys that are
even more reason to add. Even more reason to add.
Sam Max, Klopp needs to eat more curries. He sweats profusely. It's clear his head, and then it's clear. It's clear his head, and then he'll see. It will clear his head, and then he'll see the light and bring in the players we need. I'm not gonna lie, I can't take the sweat of a curry, so I'm not even gonna test anybody to do that. But big up. Man says sweating profusely, you know. Fucking hell. Stephen O says window closes in 3 weeks. Let's wait. Nourish. Big up for the spud there as well. Oh, no rush. Yeah, so I thought it was when you need when you're running out of words. But yeah, no rush. I get it. Chainsaw, obviously big up Chainsaw who jumped on. Big love to the Kopish community and big up the Three Kings. Now, big up Chainsaw, man. Love as always. Cal Sherman, he literally said he had an offer from us. That's from LFA. Yeah, no, bro, he came to the training ground, bro. Not to sign the contract, but him and his agent came and had a look. You know when you're courting someone, bro, he was at that AXA training ground, bro. If it wasn't for Real Madrid, sure many would be a Liverpool player, bro. 100%. 100%. That's why I bun Real Madrid even more, bro. You know, big up LFCR today, man. He's come through with a lot of supers. Big up, bro. Got a feeling we are waiting for the Nunes price to come down, similar to what we did with Diaz. If another top club comes in for him, I feel we'll move, though. What'd you think of that, Cal? There could be some truth in that.
Yeah, but if Man City going for him, I don't see how we get him unless he only has his heart set on coming to Liverpool.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I've said this. Like, I can't sit here and say a player's going to City for the money. He's not going to City.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. He's going there to win now.
If someone goes to Man United or Chelsea over Liverpool, depending on the position, then we can have that discussion. But if you go to Man City, they offer you everything Liverpool offers you.
Yeah. I agree with that now. This one's for you, Cal.
Chelsea.
So I have to save that one. I just wanted to hear you do. Max back with another one. De Bruyne is elite, but his passing is overrated.
Ooh. What are we doing there, guys?
Man, like Jerry in the building. Big up Jerry. Make sure you go check out Jerry's channel, guys. Doing big things. Drift. Trent in midfield. Skip would make him look dead with his awareness. I gotta fully disagree with that one, Jerry. Still, but each to their own.
I'd be willing to try it now, but here's the thing: are we patching up one hole and creating another problem for ourselves? Because
yeah. I'm only willing to do this when Hakimi or any of those type of players sign for Liverpool. Yeah. And there's a shortage of right backs outside of, say, the top, 5 or 6, which means that it probably wouldn't be a good idea because we probably feel he wasn't a good enough player that would come in. You know what I mean? So it depends. Like, say, Lamptey, for example, would just get frustrated at his injury record. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be hard to find who would replace him. UUI2, what if Klopp is the face and Pep is the manager? The way the team is being constructed is indicating he's your next manager. Oh, Pep Linders. Every time someone says Pep, I think of Guardiola. I always think of Guardiola. What? That's why that confused me with what it was saying. Oh, okay, so yeah, like Pep Linders. I don't know how I feel about the whole Linders, because I'm not going to lie, bro. You look at Linders' book, you look how much more stuff he does on LFC TV now and stuff. You think, why is he getting a lot more shine? Are they grooming us?
I know it's bad to say. You see, when I see Pep Linders, all I hear in my head is, if you are someone all up in the videos, dancing, like I just hear Suge Knight, because every day I'm seeing Pep talking more, and I'm like, bro, like, are you coaching anymore? Are you doing TED Talks now? Like, which one is it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit mad. Is it a way of telling us what's coming? Like,
it seems like he fully seems to have Klopp's ear as well.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He's a very intelligent man, though. So, I don't know. Geeky Love, just become a member. Big up your damn self. Bro, while you was away, I gave them a little snippet of the members.
Oh, no.
No, but I didn't even show them any of your stuff. I showed them Matt's stuff, innit? I thought I'll save that for when they jump in.
Oh, that was
big up for becoming a member. Geeky Love back again. Yo, guys, long-time admirer. Just cop the membership. Yeah, we just big up yourself, bro. How do I get on the calls? I'd like to chat about Curtis one day, if not tonight. Bro, jump on next Friday then, bro. We put the link out about maybe 15-20 minutes into the show. So yeah, man, we'd love to have you on, bro. Big up for that. And big up for becoming a member as well. Enjoy game week 1 of the draft league, bro. Game week 2 coming real soon. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. I get stacked.
Ben over.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm out here giving advice to Klopp. I might get sacked on Football Manager, bro.
Oh, bro, if any of us get sacked, it is a wrap.
Yeah, it's long.
That is it,
long,
bro. You know when you get the vote of confidence.
if I got called into the boardroom, bro, I'm taking everyone down with me, bro. I'm gonna start sacking everyone before I get the chop.
Oh man, you again, big up, bro. No second coach has been propped up this way. I do agree, like we're just saying, it is true. He is getting a lot of limelight. Man's even got a book. The number 2 never gets a book, bro.
I don't know how I feel about it all. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I don't know either. He's got the personality and the charisma to be the manager, but I don't know if he's actually got the man management skills to run the club. That's what would worry me. But yeah, we'll have that conversation in a couple of years. Playing enthusiasts, Liverpool saying they don't need a midfield to lower prices. Am I reading that right?
Yeah. It's just saying we might be saying we don't want a midfielder, so teams don't hold us over a barrel.
Oh, yeah. That could be a point. Chainsaw again says, how powerful is PR marketing at LFC? Bro, it's powerful everywhere, bro. It's powerful everywhere, bro.
Massive.
But yeah, definitely at a club as big as Liverpool, 100%. Man like Rack in the building, man. Always. Big up your damn self, bro. I'm not even going to lie, bro. It's been a while, but we got to drop a bomb for Rack. We really do. Big up each and every time, right, man.
Thank
love,
you so
brother.
much, man.
And Zabiri, obviously, you lot heard Zabiri came in, dropped bombs, literally, and then jumped out. Only Pep we acknowledge is Linda's.
Facts. That's my vibe.
And every time someone's shady towards Guardiola, I don't know why I always feel like it's a shot at me as well. I don't know why
either, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Call it paranoia. I don't know. Messi, well, it's been a minute, Messi FC. Big up yourself, bro. Hendo asked Jay Spearn for advice. The shade, guys. This is our captain. Please, when we're talking about Henderson,
so we know Messi.
I know he is. But still, big up Zabiri again. Spoiler alert, Drifter, your team isn't great. Still, lots of long balls. And Cal, you need Yardman that energy to say. You need,
I might have to draw for it next game, man. I'm just hoping my game was an anomaly because I didn't deserve what happened to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, I don't want to give away my tactics here, but what I will tell you is I didn't tell them to play long ball. I made Mbappe the focal point. The way they're playing is on them. I did not tell them to play long ball. What I
specifically said no long ball, and all my players would play long.
What I will say is, remember, I've got Trent at right back and I've got Thiago in midfield. And there's not many people better at long range passing than them two. So I think they're just expressing themselves in the way they want. And again, not a spoiler alert, but Thiago's passing is magnificent. And you'll see when you watch it how magnificent the passing is. So, you know, we'll see. Still, Sly Ross, big up yourself, bro. Who's worse?
Glazers are poison.
Yeah, definitely.
Glazers are poison. It's not even close.
Yeah. But let's bring in, he's been patiently. We're big at everyone who's behind the scenes as well, but it's one of the legends of the chat. Malat Bajan, what's going on, bruv?
Fellas, what's going on?
What's going on, bruv? Big up yourself, man.
Look, I'll be real with you. I was in Barbados last weekend. I was watching the watch along. I wanted to throw my laptop in the ocean. I'll be straight with you. Look, I just don't get it. But look, I'll agree with everyone have to say here. Klopp needs to do something because I said it before in the chats. If I'm scared that this is going to be the season that we had the center back problem all over again, but with the midfield problem. And it will set us back, and we may risk the chance of hitting top 4 if we do not smarten up. Can't rest on your laurels. And I know, Cal, you're going to agree with me there. Drift, I know you're going to agree with me there. You cannot keep taking chances on roulette. You know what happens with that?
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's been frustrating, to be honest with you. But look, Drift, I know you were talking about some scotch. Have you ever had some Oban before?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
It's a really good scotch. So try to get your hands on a bottle.
Yeah, I'll check that out, bro. I'll check that out. Is it one of the Hennessy level price ranges, or is it one of the
not as high as the Hennessy level, but it's a really good scotch. A nice single malt that's good to sip on an evening. You want to wind down from a hard day's work. Really good to have.
No, I check that out. I do. Yeah, I'll check that out. But I love my whiskey, so I'll check that out for sure.
But yeah, fellas, look, I'll tell you, man, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm going to keep positive as much as I can, but I'm a bit scared. I'll be honest with you. I'm a bit scared. Cal, I know you're shaking your head because I know you agree with me. I'm a little bit scared now that Matip's out. We got literally 2 healthy center backs.
Three.
No, Nat's injured too, Cal.
What?
Yeah, Nat's been dealing with a little nagging injury.
Bro,
So
I didn't even know that.
it's 2 healthy center backs that we have right now. Two.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Why do you think he hasn't been playing?
Oh, no.
What's going on? Is the centre back curse coming back or something? What's going on?
Listen, it's the whole team's curse because now you got a midfield problem and you got a center back problem with 2 healthy center backs.
So what? Sepp Vandenberg is number 3 right now.
Is number 3 right now. Let's study that. We got Palace on Monday.
Which I'm not happy about, by the way. I hate them Monday games, man.
I agree with you, Drift. In between the Monday games, I don't know what I hate most. Monday game or a 7:30 on a Saturday game. I don't know which ones I hate most. And that's 7:30 my time. So you know I'm 6 hours behind you guys.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't even know.
Oh.
It's techie right now. It really is. We have to do something. We have to.
All right, so saying that then, bro.
Oh man.
Would you dip into the market and get a player that wasn't necessarily somebody you wanted, but just to make sure you don't lose the numbers? Or
Look,
do you get why they would be doing what they did with Konate, where they took the risk, but they made sure we got the player? Because effectively, that's what we're looking at right now, guys. Bellingham, or let's just use Bellingham as the one, is the Ibu, right? We're not going to do what we should be doing to get the player that we know we wanted. And what's crazy about that scenario is we all praised it once it was in the rearview mirror. That crazy season when we just about got top. It was like it was in the rearview mirror, so we were looking at it in hindsight. But during it, we were all having panic attacks and all that craziness. So like, what do? Do we wait for the perfect moment, or do we just buy a player to get us by? Even if it was a loan, like what would you do, bro?
No, I can be real with you, Drift. That season when we had the center back problem, I had my defibrillator on standby, to be honest with you. I even have it this season. Cal, when you started to list those names, Basuma, 25 million, you got all these guys that going for cheap money. No, I can't. My heart can't take it, man. I'm 45 years old right now. I've been a Liverpool fan since I was 5 years old. Like, it's been a long time. We can't be doing that. That's resting on your laurels all over again. You've got Nunes out there for cheap. You need to pull the trigger now. Otherwise, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm scared that if you rest on your laurels, we could miss top 4 by being this lackadaisical, as you would call it in the Caribbean, and acting and getting players that's there. Because we all know it. Naby cannot be relied on. Thiago should only be playing in big games. He cannot play week in, week out. His body's not going to stand up. Ox is unreliable. Milner's an old man like me. I mean, we've got to be honest here. We have to get something there for backup because you're going to rely on Carvalho and Elliott to cover your midfield. I don't know, man. I think
And
we're
the
playing
wings.
exactly.
And the wings.
And the wings. You said it there, Cal. And the wings. You're taking a huge risk of not even making top 4. Then what? If you don't make Champions League next season, what's going to happen next year? You think Jude's going to actually come to Liverpool with not Champions League football?
No, not a chance.
We got to be real. I watched the presser with Klopp today, and I was shaking my head. I'm like, dude, listen, man, you're playing with fire. You know when you play with fire, you get burned.
Yeah.
At some point in time. We're a big club. We got to start acting like a small club. We are a big club.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean, it's scary. It's really, really scary. I'm worried. I'm really, really worried. And like I said, I'm an old guy now at 45. My kids are old. Let me tell you, I don't know if my heart could take it. Not with an Allison header to get us in the Champions League. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, as magical as that moment was, I remember the stress of that game before he scored that header.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
It was not good for the ticker, boy.
Drift, I'll tell you no lie. I screamed so hard in my house when that happened. My wife got pissed off at me. She was like,
I was in a doghouse for 3 days.
Oh,
3 days.
Cal, I hear you. I was in doghouse for about 2. I kept so much noise in my house when that happened. She was screaming at me. Less noise. Stop making so much noise.
I was at TV at the time.
Do you want to know what's crazy, guys? I genuinely remember when the interview happened after the game. Like, and even in the moment, like, you know, when you want to cry, but because you're a man, you don't. But like, I got that feeling of that emotion, especially when I saw him doing that, and then I knew it was for his dad and all that. Like, I remember how emotional I got in that moment. It was crazy. It was crazy how emotional I got in that moment. Like, I could have cried. If I was one of those guys who cries easy, I think I would have cried in that moment.
I think all of us, because we knew what Allison was going through on a personal level. And you know what? For anyone out there who's lost a parent and so forth, that's not an easy thing to deal with. And the fact that how he lost his dad and then to score that game-winning goal, I mean, no one would know what he went through at that moment. But for us as fans, that's what saved our season. Let's just be real. That split second, that's a split second. Saved our season. Otherwise, we would have missed Champions League football. Let's be real about it. We probably would have missed Champions League football. I don't want to go through that again this year. We got to be serious. Otherwise, it's going to be trouble.
No, real talk, man.
Facts, bro.
Big up as always, brother. And thanks for being patient as well. I know the guys at the end always wait the longest, so big up, bro, man.
Yeah, that's all right, man. But fellas, bless up. Everyone, smash a like. Best channel on YouTube. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Cal, Drift, love as always.
Bless you, brother.
Bro.
Thank you,
big
man.
up yourself,
Bless,
bro.
man.
Big up, man. Big up. That's love, man. Man like Bayesian. Just quickly, Cal. I just saved this because I just wanted to just ask you a quick question. If it was Tielemans and Nunes now and then no Bellingham, would you take that?
Can you give me 5 minutes to think about it?
I can indeed. And Jody makes a very good point here. Every time they give us a time limit for a player, it's always longer than the time limit.
Thiago's not coming back in 6 weeks. I know that. I've made
So
peace
do you
with
think?
that.
So do you think the whole Matip's going to have a fitness test is get ready for these out for 6 weeks?
The moment I saw him grab his hamstring, I said, that's 2 months.
No. It's a groin for Matip, isn't it?
Oh, Matip. Yeah, Matip, maybe 5 weeks.
Because they're talking about they're going to do an assessment before the game. Do you think that's just a smokescreen before they let us know he's out for like 5 weeks? Or
yeah, I reckon 5 weeks for Matip, 2 months for Thiago. I made peace with it.
Messi FC again. It says a double pivot of Jay Spear and Leighton Clark.
No, I like Leighton Clark.
Oh man. Bringing in the next caller.
Can I just confirm as well? No, the answer in the I've seen the comments going a bit crazy with it. The answer is no. I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah. I knew you weren't gonna bite on that. No, I'm not doing it. You there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's happening, bro?
Big up, what's going on, man? Bless up,
Thanks for
man.
waiting, man. Big up.
Hey, man, don't worry about me, man. That's all good. So, the game of Fulham was trash to me. It hit me different. Especially I'm in California, so I had to be up at 4:30 in the morning to watch trash play. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of negativity today. Not negativity, but I guess a lot of concerns from, you know what I mean, from the viewers on Jurgen Klopp, midfield and stuff like that. And it got me thinking. We love to claim that Liverpool is a well-run club, you know? But I'm starting to think it's not true. It's an illusion. Now, I'm going to give you some examples. In the next 2 years, we lose 8 players on free.
Bro.
I'm an American. My owners are American. That's not good for business. We like money. Americans, we like our money. We like going to court. We like winning our cases. That's our thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We like to do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not good business. You know what I mean?
It's terrible business. It's terrible.
And now, there's one thing I agree with Cal. You know what I mean? And is that he when it comes to Jurgen Klopp and what he says, you can only base it on what he says, right? There's no ifs and buts or maybes, you know what I mean? But then again, he did also say he didn't want Mo Salah, but they still brought him in.
That's true.
Now I'm asking, who's overlooking Klopp's work? Is it the technical director, is it the sporting director? Because they're in place to have the club running smoothly, right? So, we like to say FSG is all about numbers and statistics and running stats and all that. You cannot tell me that the team that's in place to oversee that and to look at all this stuff, and you can't tell me that it doesn't show that we need a midfielder. You know what I mean? And it's like,
you know what the problem is, Chris, with that, because you're 100% right. He wanted Brandt, right? And I mean, you look at what Julian Brandt's doing now as well. Bloody hell. I don't even know how good of a decision that was. But
yeah.
But what it is, though, bro, even though the scouting and even though Edwards and those guys brought Salah to it, it was still Klopp that had to say yes, though. Because, you get what I mean? It's not like they just give him players. They suggested something and he realized they had a point. So,
at that point, that's neglection. You know what I mean? At that point, that's neglection. And at that point, I'm not trying to say Klopp's delusional or he's getting old timers. That's not what I'm trying to say. But at some point, even for example, Pep Linders, I don't know. He seems kind of shady to me. And if that's your right hand man, and he's agreeing with everything that you're saying, that's a problem to me. And honestly, when you really think about it, Buvac, now I'm trying to understand. Now I'm seeing why he left, because if Klopp just wants a yes man by his side, then I'm Klopp in. You know what I mean? I'm Klopp in, and I do understand why people are questioning it. But now, like, when you sit back and think about everything that's happened, you have to start questioning certain things. And it's like, I don't want to. This is the best time to be a Liverpool fan, right? Like, we're winning things, and man, I remember 10 years ago, it was not good. It wasn't. You know what I mean? But it's like we're in a standstill for no reason. And it's like the recruiting. And one thing I want to talk about is the youth system. I know a couple of weeks ago, I know Drifty was talking about how the youth system is not good. We're not bringing in players, or we're not, the kids are not moving up and stuff like that. And I sit there and think about it, and it's like, Drifty's right. Now, I do understand that Cal said that there's not room for us to kind of put the players in the squad because the squad is too good. But then, for example, Curtis Jones, he's been holding bench for 3 years. Hasn't done anything. Hasn't improved. Hasn't nothing. And I question his mindset. After a while, what are you going to learn from holding the bench? Go on loan elsewhere. Go to Germany. Go develop your skills. He comes out saying that he wants to do 10 goals and 10 assists this season. With what? You haven't developed. You got the new Spanish kid that just signed a new contract. The Stefan kid, I can't pronounce his last name. He's in the whole bench. Send his ass on loan. Like, he's a 17-year-old about to hold bench. Like, for example, you see the other kid, the Brazilian goalkeeper that we signed. He's on loan in the division that is non-existent, bro. It's like 4 tiers down the English division. Like, what is he gonna learn out there? You know, you're sending these kids out to be in a dungeon, and they're not gonna develop. The same thing that happened to. I do
agree with that.
The same thing that happened to Ben Davis. They sent him to the dungeon, bro. I didn't even know he was a Liverpool player and shit. You know what I mean?
I'll never understand the Ben Davis thing.
You know what I mean? And we're in a. You know what I mean? It just hurts to see like where we're at and what direction we're going, and it's like I'm kind of worried when Klopp leaves because when it comes to managers out there, there's not really good managers out there, and Steven Gerrard isn't ready. I'm sorry, and
I'm worried he'll never be ready. If I'm being honest.
All right.
No, but it's not about it's not trying to disrespect him, but it's like what does he have to do in Aston Villa to get the Liverpool job?
He has to get Aston Villa into Europe.
Exactly. And
for me, Gerrard doesn't have to do much.
That's because you blinded by the love.
Yeah, I am.
You know what I mean? That's the issue and stuff. But I did want to cheer up the conversation and stuff like that. So Cal, you're married, right?
Yeah.
Does the missus watch the games with you and stuff sometimes and stuff or not?
Not anymore.
Oh.
It's for the sake of our marriage to be.
So my missus actually watches the games with me. So like, she doesn't watch it all the time and stuff like that. But she has this weird thing where like, if it's a penalty shootout, it's weird that she knows where the goal is going in and who's stopping the goal. It's some weird shit. I don't know, some voodoo shit. I don't know what's going on. my wife's Jamaican and stuff like that. You know, the Caribbean stuff, they into some weird stuff out there and stuff. But you know what I mean? But she like the two, it was so weird for the Kelleher goal. When he scored, he's like, yeah, he's making that. And Asby's gonna miss. I'm like, what are you talking about, woman? And it happened, bro. So you know what I mean?
I beg you ask her if we're gonna sign Nunes then. Because we just get this over and done with.
I need 6 numbers for her to just tell me 6 numbers randomly. That's
for the lottery or something? Nah, but and I have other like a banter question and stuff like that. Your son is named Stevie, right?
Not officially, but that's what I call him.
All right. What happens if he goes to school, right? On some random shit, just to like get you upset and be like, you know what, Dad, I'm an Everton supporter. And I'm gonna tell people you named me after that Everton player that was named Steven and shit like that. I don't remember his name and shit like that, but it was Everton had
there's been a few Stevens at Everton.
Yeah, and say, yo, Dad, you know what? I'm an Everton supporter, and I'm gonna tell everyone that you named me after that Everton player and stuff and Everton and shit like that. Well, what would you do and stuff? You know what I mean?
I'd tell him, yo, man, now. It's a hard road out there. Let me know how it goes.
Hey Chris, I could tell you, he wouldn't say anything. He would quietly pack a suitcase. The only clothes that would go in the suitcases would be the clothes that the wife bought, not the clothes that Cal bought.
Yeah.
And it would be on the doorstep when Stevie got home. That is a fact.
He couldn't.
No, there you go. That's the guy's name.
He couldn't.
And to top it off, he grew plaits. He's like, yeah, he named me after Stephen Peanut. And he
couldn't.
Nah, but just to touch on something else real quick. What I'm kind of like trying to question. I'm starting to question now the whole setup of Liverpool in regards to like the scouting network as well, because there's a lot of players, and I know you guys probably don't watch the South American League because I'm Colombian, so and I watch a lot of Copa Libertadores and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm Colombian and stuff like that, so there's a lot of players you can get for $5 million that do a job in midfield.
I think it's the Brexit thing that's and the work.
No, but I think also look at the like right now, Brighton, they're not missing Basuma because they have that Ecuadorian kid Caicedo he's performing, man.
Yeah, he's been there a little while as well.
I think
he will be the next Basuma and somebody be coming to.
I'm telling you, that kid is something, man.
People, I would take Potter off the clock. No one hears me. I would take Potter off the clock. I'm gonna be real.
I think because Liverpool is such a massive club, I think you have to win something before taking the job. You have to have that experience of like winning a trophy or winning a title, whether it's any league. That's why I think Stevie has to win a league or a European Cup or a couple of League Cups in order for they to take the job. You know what I mean? So because I don't want his legacy to be the
league for me.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Remember, he won the league with Rangers though, so he does have a bit of pedigree.
I just don't want his legacy to be tarnished, and I think
blue way.
You know what I mean? So that's all I gotta say. I'm just a little bit worried about where we're going at and stuff like that in Liverpool and stuff like that. But hopefully, you know what I mean. Let's see what happens and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, man, but no, big up yourself, bro.
Hey, man. God bless, man. God bless, man. All of you, man.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, bro. Big up, bro.
All right, man.
I tell you one thing I will say, bro, and I'm gonna call this a wild take if you want. I think it's very, very arguable Brighton play the best football in the league.
Pound for pound, I wouldn't say they played the actual best. I say pound for pound with their resources and their players, they do, but not in terms of who actually plays the best. I think that's between us and City.
I get where you're coming from. I'm not going to disagree. But I watch Brighton, bro. And I just think none of these men here are even supposed to be good enough to really do this. And they're playing people off the park, bro.
All right, but here's the thing,
actually playing people off the park with brilliant football.
You have to look at how teams approach them, though. I've never heard of a team going to Brighton and playing a low block.
No, that's true because obviously they don't have the fear factor where people respect them and they can catch people out and stuff. So maybe you're more right on the pound for pound thing. I'm just saying, bro, Brighton play brilliant football.
I told everyone
brilliant football.
How long have I been talking about Graham Potter?
Yeah, you have. They play brilliant football, and he gets the absolute best out of the players.
Graham Potter is who people thought Brendan Rodgers was.
Yeah, I know what you mean about that.
The next club that gets Potter, they're gonna cook.
It could end wrong in terms of like he might not be a manager who can take the step up, but if he's capable of taking the step up and you give him better players than the ones he's got at Brighton, from the evidence we have.
If I'm Arsenal, I'm looking at Arteta and I'm saying you either get top 4 this season or Graham's coming in next season.
And you know what would be brilliant? A swap. Because Brighton could be the level of club Arteta can learn and continue his growth at. Yeah, something like that. Bro, I said it in the summer and people thought I was crazy. Potter should have been who Man United went and got. They've tried to do the sexy thing, bro. They've tried to do the whole let's go for the sexy Ten Hag, the Dutchman and all that. They should have gone for Potter.
I would love Graham Potter to take over after Klopp, but I fear we won't get him because he'll go to someone big and he'll do very well. If he goes Arsenal, it'd be a problem. He'd become a problem for Arsenal. Because even defensively, his teams don't get dealt with badly defensively either.
They don't.
Especially with better personnel, Potter would cook. Jeez, he'd cook.
Well, we got a couple more callers before we're going to end up. And guys, obviously, enough respect to everyone who's waited patiently, especially. But obviously, with it getting late now, we're on a thing. We are going to stick to the 3 minutes for the last couple callers. So apologies. I know a couple people got a bit longer. But yeah, we are going to wrap up in a sec. Just quickly before promo says, an all or nothing LFC would be so intriguing. No, I would love to watch it, but I would only accept that happening if nobody was allowed to watch it who wasn't a Liverpool fan. That's the only way I would be all right with that.
It has to be after a season where we win something.
No, but do you get what I mean, Cal? Like, I don't want anybody else being allowed to watch it. That's what if it was only Liverpool fans that got to watch it, I would love it. But if I know everyone else is going to be able to watch it,
I don't want to watch it and see Klopp rolling speakers in and hearing "Glory, Glory, Man United" over the tannoy or something.
Yeah. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd be like, right, is this what you're doing, Jurgen?
That is what you call PTSD on some next level.
Yeah, different.
Mark Hines, according to Pletty Goal, Wolves have shown a strong interest in Nunes. He said Paul and City interested too. He would cost 35 million euros. You're right, Cal. So that's about what, 29 million pounds, something like that.
Oh, make it happen. If we get Bellingham next summer and Nunes this summer, I ain't complete. As I said, my John Henry shirt come true still.
El Lad says Flick or Mancini are my picks after Klopp. You know already, bro. I'm a Mancini guy still. I'll take Mancini all day at Liverpool. I'm not sure about Flick, but he's a good manager. I don't know if I'd want him to be Liverpool manager. But yeah, I'm just gonna go toilet, bro, real quick. But I'll start the timer and let me and I'll bring in the next caller for you, bro.
Cool. Man, like
Ross. Blood fire.
Ross.
Easy the call.
Ross
Yo, we say big up all the Kopish family, dog.
Big up, blessings.
Yo, Cal, big up says, hear what happened here. I was watching this good thing when I was waiting in the queue.
You're glitching a little bit, Rod, bro.
This thing where...
Oh, you're back now. You're back.
Yeah. So I was watching this thing, and it was like, you know, the Fulham game. It was a snippets on the watch along. They had different people. They had you lot in there as well. You and Matt. I'm not gonna lie, you know, your hair was moving kind of crazy that day, you know. That's a walk to this brother. That's really crazy, dog. I said, hey, what? You can't come on the street like that, you know, dog. You can't come on the street. I said, you know what? If I come on there, I'll pull it up, you know, dog. Yo, fix up that, my brother. All joking aside, because I know you love skin teeth, you know, brother. Right? You know what it is? I kind of like agree with my man, you know, Cal Neto. I kind of agree with him in a way because you look at it, right? Depending on how long you've been supporting Liverpool and everything that, right? You probably heard that talk, what Klopp give today, before. You understand what I'm saying? You probably heard it from Brendan Rodgers. You probably heard it from Benitez. And you probably heard it from Gerard Houllier. Do you know what I mean? 5-year plan and so on, so on, so on. You cannot tell me in this day and age you can't see value in that market. You can't tell me that. Do you know what I mean? Now, as I said before, and I think that, right? You can't blame one without the other. I'm sorry, you can't do it. You can't just blame FSG and not blame Klopp.
Yeah.
Klopp is the one that's making the decisions. Klopp is the one coming out as a mouthpiece and saying X, Y, and Z. Now, today, I didn't even watch his press conference because I knew he was going to say something that's going to annoy me and get me irritated and I think that, right? But I watched this thing on Sky Sports. And Sky Sports is going around people, teams that sort of like who are doing business and blah, 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 blah. And saying, oh, Klopp said he's happy with the team and everything that, and he's not going to buy anybody this and that. You've got Thiago that's injured. Naby Keita gets injured when he walks on the shop. Oxlade-Chamberlain is injured. Yeah. Curtis Jones is injured, but he's not ready yet. Do you know what I mean? All you got at the end of the day is Milner. Milner, to respect for him, he's getting old. He cannot expect to put him in that position to play game in and game out. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So, Fab and Henderson, it doesn't work. You're recycling that same old midfield and everything now. Year in, year out. Nobody says that you should go and battle with Man City and spend money. Nobody's talking about that. But what you do is like what Alex Ferguson done. You notice what he done and everything that. He just add a little spice to his team every season and everything that. And it stayed on top. Because what we want, we don't want to be winning the league the first time in 30 years, and then we don't win the league for so much time and everything that. We don't want to compete. We don't want to compete against Man City and everything that. Because we're always competing against somebody. Sorry to go over. You know, like last time of the day was Chelsea, yeah? Before that, it was Arsenal, yeah?
Yeah.
Then it was Man United. We're always competing against somebody. You know what I mean? And it's time at the day we've got our house in order. And if it means that, I'm not saying that the day Klopp should go, Klopp has to go in order for that to happen and from that. I'm not being funny, but I'm for it because I'm just thinking for the great of Liverpool. I'm not thinking of Klopp. I'm not thinking of FSG. I'm thinking of the for Liverpool. You know what I mean? Anyway, brother.
I can't even stop it because it's on duty.
Oh, no, not right. I know I'm going now, but remember.
Yeah, I get it. I'm right at the moment.
I know you're nice. Don't get me wrong, you're nice now. You're nice. No, but I come on the street and I'm ready now. Don't do it to the king. Don't do it to the dog. You're dog.
I'm gonna fix up. I'm gonna
send you a super chat, you know. I'll send you a super chat and say fix up that bread.
Bro, you still haven't sent me your the link to your channel so we can big it up on the show, bro.
I'll put it in the thing, you know. I'll put it in the email.
Have you emailed it to us? Okay, I'll get that sorted then. I'll get that.
Check it. You'll see it. Because what I'll do, I'll send you another one anyway. Still, yeah.
Cool.
All right, blessings, my brother.
Bless you, brother. Okay. Take care, yeah.
Take care, brother. Nice.
Big up Rods as always, the legend. Yeah, I got to agree with a lot of that. I'm still not going to sit here and say I want Klopp out. I don't want him out. I don't want Klopp to leave, but I also don't want him to become a villain. I don't want him to become what Wenger became to Arsenal. I just want him to go and get the right players at the right time. And if it is the owners who are blocking him, then by this stage, I think Klopp should be putting pressure on the owners. And if he's not, I hate to say it, then Klopp's being a yes man at Liverpool. I don't like the sound of my manager being a yes man. That's all I'll say on that. Right. I don't know if you heard any of that, Drew.
No. So
I'm just saying, if it is Klopp, then he needs to sort it out. If it's the owners who are blocking Klopp, then really and truly, I need Klopp to stand up and stop being a yes man, because effectively that's what you're doing. If at this stage, in this long into your tenure, you're not letting the owners get what for if you need what you need.
Yeah, I hear that. So I hear that. I don't think Klopp's a yes man. I think he's just a man who willing to stay in a happy relationship, even though he's not getting fellatio.
Oh boy. Right. PJ, welcome to the show. You're on mute.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, sorry.
That's all right, man. How are you?
What's happening, bro?
I'm fine. By the way, it's Peterson. So yeah.
Oh, nice one, bro. How you doing?
I'm fine, man. Fine. So, guys, just want to talk to you about something. Just want to have your ideas on this. It seems that I know, Cal, you kind of talk about it like two times, and I actually appreciate that. And it seems that the fan base, it's actually turning into some kind, of let's say, a club cult, which means that every time we say anything negative about club, like they're trying to say that, oh, you're not a real Liverpool fan, and this, that, and I think this is not the right way to go, since we're such a big club. And obviously, if I'm a real Liverpool fan and I'm criticizing the manager, it's because I want us to do better. I'm not criticizing club for the sake of criticizing club, right?
Yeah.
So, and I feel this is something that we should not go. Like, this is not the place that we should not go, because might as well, become like, Arsenal fan or like Man U fans, like Chelsea fans, So, yeah. So that was what I wanted to talk about. And Cal, like I said, I really do appreciate that you actually talk about it. And yeah, so.
No, I think it's important. Look, I'll be honest. If I'm going to be completely transparent, I don't even say anything on Twitter anymore because I can't be asked. I think I saw someone getting at Saint and Roms and someone else the other day, and I stepped in and it was just like, I just didn't like the tone of the conversation and what that person was saying. I just said to the person, I was like, let's have a healthy debate if you're up for it. And you hear nothing back from people like that. Again, I don't mind someone having a different opinion from me. In fact, I embrace it because I learn from people who have different opinions from me. If I'm just around people who have the same opinions as me all the time, I'm not learning anything. I need people to challenge me, or else I'm not going to grow as a person or a content creator. But what I'm seeing a lot in the Liverpool community, I'm seeing it from both sides, by the way, not just people who are blind to Klopp and think that he can do no wrong, but I'm also seeing it from people who think absolutely everything is on FSG. There needs to be a middle ground. That there's got to be some middle ground where we go, okay, look, Klopp's doing this wrong. We don't want him out, but we want him to fix this. FSG are doing this wrong. We don't want them out, but if they don't fix it, then, we have to take the next step. There's got to be some middle ground, and there isn't on social media. And I find it really hard to engage with people on Twitter because it just, for a start, people's tone is just wild. And again, I'm not no roadman, I'm no bad man, but I'm almost certain no one would stand there. And if I said to him, I don't know if Klopp's making the right decision, I'd be very shocked if I was standing in front of someone and the first thing they say is, "Shut up, you dickhead."
Yeah.
It just wouldn't happen, would it? Because you don't know what the next person's going to do. I'd never personally say that to someone. So I doubt someone would say that to me. But it seems to be happening a lot. And that's what I think the problem is on social. But
I've got a wild take on it, but I'd probably get cancelled if I said it out loud.
I'm guessing you would say people are doing it knowing that they can get away with it.
Yeah. Twitter is a place where I think that there's two things I'll say. Twitter is a place where everybody acts like the drunk guy on a night out where like he's showing his true colors because he's drunk and he's saying wild stuff. But tomorrow when he's not drunk, he'll say it's because he was drunk. That's that kind of vibe. Like Twitter is so toxic. And in what you're saying, Cal, where like people like say what they want and whatever, it just comes a little bit under that kind of umbrella of where like, again, people are gonna think I'm being sexist, but it's just one of them things where like a woman will shout at a man and a man won't shout at a man like that because the man knows there's going to be a repercussion, whereas the woman knows she'll get away with it. It's that kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean? Of like, I'm going to get away with this, so I'll do it. And as you said, Cal, if you know you can't get away with it, you won't do it. And I feel like that's why a lot of people say rude stuff on Twitter, and I don't like it. It's just it's toxic. I'm not gonna lie. Even I think I might even come off of Twitter if people don't stop. It's never gonna stop, really, is it? So it's like.
But I'll be honest. I've had conversations on Twitter, and I think to myself, if you said that to me face to face, we'd have to fight. Like there's no other option now. We'd have to have a fight. We'd have to fight and see who goes hospital and who goes home. Because you can't be saying some of the things that people say on Twitter. It's like, do you really think you can say that to someone else and just think that it's cool, that it's okay? But it,
you know what's Oh, sorry.
I think everyone should have to put their real identity on, and then you'd really see whether people are like that or not.
I agree. But you know, the mad thing is that you guys made me realize that, you know, everything is not all on FSG. I was one of the ones like, oh yeah, FSG, you know, get out and stuff like that. But I started to realize a pattern. Like, let's say you say I have a friend, and my friend is always like, you know, I don't know, talking mad trash to people in the street, and I'm like cool with it. I never like come to me like, yo, you should not do that. I'm not a good friend, right? So you know, the same goes to with club, you know. So let's say like FSG don't want to do anything about the club, and you know, club is like, oh yeah, you know, it is what it is. He's not a good. I want to say it's not a good manager because that's not what I want to say, but you know what I mean. He's not doing the right thing.
Yeah.
No, it's true, man. It's true. I truly. Go on.
Sorry, I need to see something from Klopp. I need to. Like, if this is what's happening this summer, I do not want to hear a single excuse. Go and get Bellingham. I better see Bellingham announced on the 31st of May. In fact, I need to see Bellingham announced at the end of this month.
But isn't that another season wasted?
In
like,
my opinion,
yeah. Keep thinking like that. We keep like wasting season. We wasted last season and we wasted like the season before. That would be like the third season wasted just for one single player. And
I don't think last season was wasted, bro. I think last season we were 2 games from complete. And I know we still finished second. I'm not trying to take anything away from City or Real Madrid, but I can't say it. Like, literally, we played almost every minute of football available to us last season, and we did what we did. We were slightly short, but I also think Man City, I have to give them credit. They rode their luck in some points, but so did we in some points this season. For me, if Bellingham don't come in 2023, then I need to know what the plan is.
He's a young buck still. There'll be plenty of that. No, you're right though. July the 1st or June the 1st or whenever the transfer window opens, he actually has to already be at the training ground. All the photos are done. He's got the kit on. Like you're right. You're right. If we're gonna wait a whole year for a player, and again, absolutely no shade to Bellingham. I think he is a genuinely top talent. But is he not maybe a bit overhyped in terms of like, is he as good as waiting a whole year for? Like, I genuinely don't even know if I even believe that, bro.
So a lot of pressure on a 20-year-old.
Guys, can I ask you one last question? Yeah. It might be a controversial take. So let's say that Klopp is saying that we don't have enough funds to buy another midfielder. So was it the right move to go for Nunez for, I don't know, 85 million? You know, if we don't have enough money for a midfielder, was it like the right move to go for almost a 100 million euro striker?
All right, I'll ask the question back to you just to gauge where
you're
at. Let's say we didn't buy Nunez for 85 million, and we split that money so we could buy both, and we get Tielemans for 25, which would be cool. But then that only left enough to buy Danjuma, and Danjuma was leading the line for Liverpool. How would you feel about that?
You know, the issue is that I was never sold on the Danjuma, situation. I was never sold.
That's the type of player we would have ended up with if we had to split the budget.
Okay. Yeah.
You get what I mean? That's what I believe anyway. That's what I believe, yeah.
I think we looked at the market. We knew Haaland was going to City. We'd never pay Haaland wages. I can't think. Lewandowski was always going Barcelona. We couldn't do. Again, for me, it should have been Harry Kane we tried to go for, but we weren't ever going to pay those wages, or not the wages necessarily. We weren't ever going to pay the transfer fee.
But still, you know, the mad thing is actually we're talking about wages, which I agree. I don't think that we are not willing to pay the big bucks, but I think for the wages, that's actually the issue. Yeah. But
always has been.
Why do we still have Ox, Naby, and some of those players at the club. This doesn't make sense.
I've been asking this question since 2020.
And I love those two players. I really do. But what are they still doing at the club? I just don't understand.
Because he doesn't want them to leave.
I'd just like to say as well, Cal, I know I get the complete logic of what you were saying about don't pay De Jong 300 grand a week because it could unsettle people with our wage structure not being that high.
Oh, no, I wasn't saying it about unsettling. I just don't think he's worth 300k.
Oh, okay. But what you could do is you could take Naby and Ox's wages and that actually pays De Jong.
Yeah, but you got to get rid of them two first.
I think we could get rid of them if we lowered our valuation. Like if we say we took 5 mil for Ox and 15 mil for Naby, somebody would buy them. They're not crap footballers. They're just not good enough to play for Liverpool.
Klopp doesn't want to sell them.
No, but I'm just going off the premise of like saying like the wage might seem like it would be a bit, but like I'd rather pay De Jong 300 grand a week than pay 300 grand a week combined to Naby and Ox who don't play and aren't contributing.
Oh no, I get the logic there. 100% get the logic there.
Cal, last time you said that you don't think that Frankie is worth the 300 million. I don't agree, man. Trust me, the reason that he didn't actually perform that much with Barcelona is because if you see how Barcelona are moving and how they were like, let's say, like 2 years ago and last year, he was never surrounded like with the good players. And right now, the reason he's saying that he wants to stay, I believe, the wages, the money is getting there is a lot, first of all. And also, he said also, like, it's the first time since I came to Barcelona that we actually have a good team. And he's right. And I think he would be balling right now. I really do believe. Like, he's such a good player. Trust me.
So here's the thing, bro. If we were getting De Jong, drift, look away now. But if we were getting De Jong because, let's say, Henderson was being replaced in the 6, then yeah, there's no argument for me.
Okay.
I want my number 8 to create and score and be a danger going one way and also be defensively sound going the other. And
don't you feel like De Jong can do like what Thiago is doing right now, except for the dribbling?
I don't want another Thiago. I want someone different.
Okay.
I want someone who'll get the ball on the edge of the box and won't be thinking I need to play this out wide and think I might just slap this and try and get top corner or dribble.
You want a Pedri, right?
Yes. Say again, so bro.
You want a Pedri, right?
Yeah, I want De Bruyne.
How about Pedri? How about Pedri?
Yeah, I'd take Pedri.
Okay.
Pedri, yeah.
Pedri
for me would be more suited to the 8 than De Jong.
Yes.
For what we need.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
In terms of the quality of the player, De Jong's phenomenal. Phenomenal talent.
He is.
I just want someone like an old Coutinho.
Okay, but
not him.
Question.
No, not him. Not him. Not him. No. No. Not Felipe. Not this version. He ain't the guy.
Do me a favor, please.
No.
Oh man. But now Peterson, big up yourself, bro. How's the beard going as well, bro?
What do you say?
How's the beard going? It's still looking
fine.
Still looking Chris, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Cool. But now big up yourself,
bro. Feeling and that.
You're getting there, trust me.
I had to do a start again thing myself. Every now and again, you just got to start again, you know.
I hear you, bro. I know the life and that now.
But big up yourself, though, bro. I will talk to you soon, man. Big up, bro.
Bye.
Big up. Boy, it's been a good show, man. Been interesting. Some wild takes. I was a part of it.
Yeah, you were, as always.
Bro, I got a video, that sums up Liverpool's transfer policy this summer, bro.
Go on.
Like, bear with me.
Peter, make me come out of rain. Peter, come out of rain. You know, see it get bad. Peter, we are going to blood clot. Peter, you're nearly dead.
Oh, that is one of the funniest videos I've seen. When I first saw it, I was in bits.
Oh,
bits.
Oh my
BJ
god.
almost dead.
Bro, that is our transfer window, bro. That is our transfer window. We're just moving mad. Liverpool, you're nearly dead. Oh man, bro. I spent the whole of last night nearly dying with laughter. I watched that video about.
Oh, was that the first time you saw it?
Yesterday, it's the first time I've seen it, bro.
Yeah,
I watched it about 50 times in a row, bro. I was done. I was done, bro. Man, I for pull that up, bro. Man, I for...
Peter, make me come out of rain. Peter, come out of rain. You know, see it get bad. Peter, we are going to blood clot. Peter, you're nearly dead.
That's it. Peter, come out of rain. No, that video is one of the all-time.
Liverpool, you're nearly dead.
Peter, you're nearly dead.
Oh, man. Where was he going? Where was he going, bro?
Oh,
and that's what I feel like Klopp's doing right now with the no midfielder. Like, Klopp, where are you going, bro?
Oh, man.
Where are you going, bro? I don't want that table and chairs to just come out of nowhere, bro.
Peter, come out of the rain. No, that video is going.
Oh my days. Oh man, I'm saying that's one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
That video is going.
Oh man. And on that note.
Oh no, we got a super. We got one super.
Oh, okay.
Zabiri says, surprise, surprise, no transfers since Salah signed FSG.
Boy, they're your boys, Zabiri.
I do remember Zabiri saying after he signed it, we ain't gonna get anyone else. I remember him saying it.
He did. But we need Zabiri to ask them man there the question.
I just need to see if we get Mateus Nunes, bro. You see all the anger I'm feeling now, just goes away.
It does, bro.
It just goes away because Nunes, Flacco, Thiago, all speaking Portuguese and just flaring up the pitch. And then you just through ball to Nunes and Salah and Diaz. Oh, what Trent wants to get involved. Oh, what Virgil wants us to spray the play from the back. Pause. And he just wants to come up and score a header. Come on, man. We're one player away from winning this league. One player away from winning this league, in my opinion. Do you know, like that's saying so close, but yet so far. That's what it feels like. And if you can't get him, if you can't get a centre midfielder, go and get Pedro Neto then. Go and get Pedro Neto.
Do you know what, bruv? Yeah. So I've got last week, innit? I've got you saying pause, and I've got to come out to the ring, and everything's just hitting me all at once, bruv. Because that was a big pause. I'm not even gonna lie, but
like go and get Pedro Neto or Musa Diaby.
I did a little research on Neto, yeah. And I looked into his injury and everything. And yes, Cal, I did it because I watched the opening day of the season and I thought, okay, Neto's looking all right. And basically what happened is underneath the kneecap, the cartilage under the kneecap wasn't like repairing itself properly. And that's what the issue was, isn't it? So we had to have like another thing to try and like help it or whatever. But once it heals, the surgeon who was talking about it said it's one of them ones that could take ages to actually heal, which is the problems that he's gone through. But once it's healed, you should be okay. So it's one of them injuries that should hopefully not really be like it keeps on coming back kind of thing. So you might have a point that if he gets himself up to fitness and he does overcome it, which he looks like he could have, that could be the old Pedro. And I'm not going to lie, if he could be the old Pedro, there's very few players in world football I would rather Liverpool sign than Pedro Neto. I'm not going to lie. If he could be that old Pedro before the injury, there's very few players in world football that I would want Liverpool to sign more than Pedro Neto, bro.
Danger.
So, but the only problem is, he signed a new deal, and by the time he regains his form, it's going to be 100 mil to sign him.
That's what I'm saying. Get him now.
No, but he signed a new deal, Cal.
I know, but if you get him now before he starts doing the madness again, you get him now.
And Wolves don't ramp. Remember I said I'll take Neves to be the cover for Thiago to play a similar way? They want 80 mil for Neves, bro.
No, but we've already got a relationship.
They want 80 mil for him, bro.
Our relationship is calm.
Bruv, Neves is like, he's a brilliant player, but he's like 40 mil.
It's
80
calm.
mil, bro.
It's calm.
That is mad, bro.
We've got the relationship there. Wherever we've been to before, the relationship's good. Friends with benefits.
I hear you.
Every mistress know them policy. After 9 o'clock, you can't call me. After me, na idiot.
After me, na idiot.
Yeah. You better know, say, when we call him for Neto, go say no. Me no know where them I think. Cheat Pedro body, I go cheat when you blink.
Bro, the next line is the rawest line I've ever heard, bro.
That's why I'm not saying it.
Bro, that is the biggest violation you could ever give, bro.
Boy.
But yeah, I'm back on the Neto train, bro. I'm back on the Neto train, 100%.
I was going to say, we're going to be back in a few hours. Guys, make sure you got Crystal Palace preview at 9:30 a.m. UK time. So make sure you tune in for that, guys. Chop up that game. Give our predictions.
All right, man, that's the deep. What's going on, bro? Man, just land back. Big up yourself, bro.
Back in our England.
Back in our England. Big up yourself, man. But yeah, it's been a good show, man. Big up to everyone who jumped in. Love for all the supers. Big up to all the new members as well. Do you know what, Cal? Actually, I'm going to be shameless. I know we're trying to get out of it, but I'm going to plug the members video one more time, bro. Give me a second.
No, let me see how this super chat. Mr. Sinclair, I want to be a member, but the timings are crazy here down under. Do you guys have different timings with members videos? I like conversating. A lot of the member videos are pre-recorded, but we will be in the future doing some live ones. And yeah, go on, Drift. Go on. Show them the members vid.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on.
Lionel, this is your territory, brother.
Yeah, do you know? I actually think you're going to score. You know, I can see. You know, when the computer does this, is bait.
Ooh.
I thought Messi was going to go to the other side. You know.
You know where to put this, Lionel.
Man's got Messi on everything.
Yeah, Messi is the best player. He's the best player, man.
Second balls.
Counter.
No, there's no way they can counter. Surely.
No way.
He's done him. Good tackle.
Didn't do nothing.
Is that banana? Was that banana for them? Man? I think it was.
Out it gets.
So we don't have the capacity.
Messi could draw the one in the air. I'm finished.
Guys, make sure you jump.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Make sure you jump in the members and big up all the members. Obviously, we game week 2 will be commencing next week. I can't wait.
I'm still in a job.
And you know what? A little teaser as well for anyone who don't know. Game week 2 is me versus Matt. So it's actually going to be a
No, that's game week 3. That's game week 3.
No. That's you and Matt. It's me and Matt game week 2, bro. Remember?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. Matt's got back-to-back madness, bro. Yeah, so it's going to be peak, bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be on the meme that game.
You're going to be the only one who don't know, who don't care about what's going on, bro. We're going to
be on the meme for that one.
So yeah, big up to all the members. And yeah, man, if anyone ain't a member and they want to see that, make sure you jump in, man. That was a definite roller coaster. But nah, big up everyone. Love as always, people. And you got anything you want to say, Cam, before we take the people out?
Nah, just blessings to everyone, man. Thank you all for the support. Please continue to support. Please continue to be respectful to each other in the community. Let's continue building the community and support other channels. We've got Glasgow, Red Chats now from John Moore. You've got Jerry James Show. You got Roms, Saint, Monts on Big Six Bands, Jamie Phillips Chats. I feel like I missed someone who we had in Dave's LFC Chats, Grizz. There's loads of us in the community, guys. So if I forgot 8092 Reds podcast, if I've forgotten anyone, it's all love. Make sure, guys, everyone grows.
Saint.
Yeah, I said Saint.
Oh, okay.
Let's make sure we all grow. Let's make sure, guys. So
yeah, man. Yeah. So big up everyone. Love as always. Make sure you subscribe, like the video as well, guys. Make sure you smash that like, and we'll catch you at 9 a.m. UK time. Peace.
Peter, make me come out I real. Peter, come out I real. You know, see that get bad. Peter, we are going to blood clot, Peter.